it's all messed up. So yeah, I was asleep when you texted me. So when I got up at I think it was 1 or something, and then that's when I sent you all that the email.
Or 800-771-1025. Carmen?
Yes.
Guess who's here?
You, Galvin, and Gio?
And PapPap in Spanish. They made it.
Sorry, everybody.
You know what you should do with your hair if you can't cut it? Just set it on fire.
I would do that.
I don't understand why you can't cut it.
Because it just really hurts.
But you keep touching it.
Yeah, because it hurts and it feels good at the same time.
Do they have any idea when it won't hurt anymore?
So it's 4 to 6 weeks of an allergic reaction to an antibiotic. So I think I'm on week 5.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Is that the only thing that hurts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yesterday we had a meeting and you were wearing that knit hat. Did that help?
No, that made it way worse.
You were able to get a hat over that?
I was, but it just it got hot and then it got moist in there.
Oof.
And then it was it was bad. It was bad. Yeah.
Nobody wants to be moist.
Yeah, there's that I think made some new pustules in the back.
Oh, God, you're still making pustules?
Yeah.
Stop touching it.
I can't. It hurts.
Maybe go for Joe's puke cat. Try that. Give it a shot.
Oh, yeah.
I think
lend
that
it to you.
worse. Yeah.
Get your own puke cat.
Yeah. And now that hat has a weird smell now, so I can't ever wear it.
Oh, my
Sure.
God. This is the grossest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Anyway, Spanish and Joe are here. We're back, baby. We're back.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say congratulations to
Thank
Jelana Cotter.
Oh.
Do you know who that is?
Jelana Carter.
Jelana Cotter.
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 No, I do not. Who is that?
Jelana Cotter from Dade City advanced to the finals of the Jeopardy last night. They had the second chance.
Was she the one that crushed the first time, or is this a different?
No, she crushed, and then she crushed again last night.
Good.
Although she was on with one guy who was dumb as hell. I don't know how that guy made it. So they were former Jeopardy champs that they brought back, and then they're trying to do a second chance tournament of champions.
Gotcha.
And most of these people are very smart, but one guy, they had a guy last night named Brian Adams, and you were like, how did this guy even get on the show in the first place? He answered 3 questions, 2 of them were wrong, and then he lost in the end. But anyway, she pulled it out, and she won, and she'll be back. She was the last one in, so now she'll be back for the second chance tournament of champions repping Dade City. Woot. She did a great job, though. All right, we've got some stuff to give away, Carmen. What is that stuff?
We do have so many things to give away.
Did Spanish and PapPap throw you off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's my bad, Carmen. Sorry, Carmen.
You're dumb. Okay, so we have tickets for Chris Young, Barbecue Love Fest, Dwight Yoakam, TSO, New Kids on the Block, and Summer of '99.
New Kids on the Block. Oh. Good. Okay.
What is Summer of '99, Carmen?
That is Creed.
I know.
Oh, I know. I wanted to be all excited about Creed, though. Creed. What else?
And Three Doors Down.
Oh.
Yeah. That's good.
And I think Finger 11.
And Switchfoot for some dates.
Yeah, some dates. I know. I think Finger 11 is on all of them.
Yeah.
And then, they switch out some of the other ones.
I think I just hate Daughtry. I don't want to see Daughtry.
Oh, yeah. I think he's on all the dates.
Yeah, I just want to see Creed. And I'd see Three Doors Down. I was listening to them yesterday. They were pretty good. But I'm back into Creed, man.
Yeah, Creed is great.
I was listening to him. I played it for my son last night. I go, let me play this one song for you. And then you just tell me when it's over. And he was like, So I played My Own Prison because it was coming on next. He couldn't wait to leave the room. He just sat there. I was playing it, so I couldn't get the video reaction, but I wanted to get the reaction. He just wanted to be anywhere else but where he was listening to Creed.
He asked me one of the weirdest questions I've ever been asked by a kid. And
how are pustules formed?
Besides that, we're in the hot tub, and he goes, what do you do when you're not at work? And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, well, I'm always on my phone, but he's like, when I hang out with you guys aren't really on your phone as much as are you like that when you go home? I was like, I guess, yeah, we don't really.
He's asking this because I've said to them, don't smoke too much pot. You'll be just like them doing. And
He did mention that.
And he goes, what do they do? And I go, they just sit home and do nothing, smoke pot. That's why he was asking you.
So he's learning what not to do.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Because he doesn't want to be like you
I
guys.
have good examples and bad examples around him right now.
That's right.
Look at Galvin. Decided he didn't want to finish high school because he was too smart for it, so he just left. And he got a great job.
Don't be this.
Don't be a wizard.
Look at Gio, working 2 jobs. Father of of successful kids and a good wife and a good family. It's different models for everything.
Thank you.
And then you too.
And us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was very concerned. He thought we just go home and stare at the wall.
No,
Yeah.
you go home and stare at the TV.
I don't watch TV anymore.
You don't? Why?
Because I can't. It
hurts.
I'll play video games because it distracts
You
me.
have eye pustules?
No. I just can't. If I'm not distracted, I start,
Oh my
itching myself.
God.
And then I come to and it's like an hour later. I'm like,
Hey, before we play Sporcle, let me just ask you: have you been playing Call of Duty at all?
no.
Listen to this move that PlayStation pulled. They have a new version of Call of Duty coming out. Do you know about this?
Well, I know that a new version
Friday.
is coming out.
Which I'll get, but they made it so hard for me to find my current version that I'm like, I guess I'll just buy the new version. They hid it, so I couldn't find or re-download everything last night. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I was like, that's the Apple version of we have a new version coming out.
Yeah, because I still don't know
Yeah.
what version you're on. I'm still playing the old Zombies one, which your
No.
son told me that's the old one.
I'm
Yeah.
on Modern Warfare 2, but 3 or whatever comes out on Friday.
Okay.
But it's just they just did a little tricky move. Like there's a bunch of little kids that are freaking out, like they can't find their game, so just buy the new game for $100.
This is genius.
All right, let's give that stuff away right now. A little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. PapPap is here, and he is your judge and scorekeeper.
Yep.
Seems reliable. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay, today we're gonna play We Are Family. Can you name the answers which include a family relationship? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
You're gonna answer with a family relationship. Okay?
All right.
Your first one. I'm so excited group.
Pointer Sisters.
Galvin's dad's favorite song.
That's true.
Chico, Harpo,
Marx
Groucho,
Brothers.
Mike, excuse me. Kind of Apple on the Apple Records label.
The Beatles? Oh, I got you.
Oh, Granny Smith or Granny
Yes,
Apple. Yeah.
Granny Smith, thank you. Galvin. Famous fairy tale tellers.
The Brothers Grimm.
Mike. Bald Addams family member.
Fester, Uncle Fester.
Uncle Fester.
Uncle Fester. Mike. Harry Addams family member.
Cousin It.
Mike. First in flight
Wright brothers.
inventors. Galvin. Bearded man with an hourglass.
Father Time.
Mike. Fred Astaire movie or a common spider.
Daddy Longlegs.
Galvin. He wants you.
Uncle Sam.
Galvin. It's not nice to fool her.
Mother Nature.
Mike. Mrs. Gale in Wizard of Oz.
Auntie M.
Mike. Joe Pesci's movie
My
role.
cousin Vinny.
Mike just saw it for the first time. Very funny.
Oh.
And PapPap. We're halfway there.
Spanish is not on the board. He has 0.
I don't think he's here yet.
Yeah.
Gio also 0. Galvin with 5, and Michael is your leader. He has 8.
Oh. Gio, you've been activated.
Oh, thank you.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Damn it.
Did the game start?
Family relationship. Your next one. Jackson 5 song or a caramel candy lollipop.
Sugar Daddy.
Mike. Dream a little dream singer. Elliot.
Sister.
Mama Cass.
Mama Cass. Mike. Aykroyd and Belushi's
Blues Brothers.
SNL. Blues Brothers. I don't know.
Spanish?
Spanish gets the point.
Question mark.
Major film television studio.
Warner Brothers.
Yes, PapPap.
Gio.
Gio gets the point. We Are Family.
Sly and the Family Stone.
Musical group.
Sister Sledge.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Rich character in Little Orphan Annie.
Daddy
Daddy Warbucks.
Warbucks.
You played him.
Gio.
No, I didn't.
yeah.
I was Bundles, the maid, the
The
servant.
maid. You said it.
Mr. Bundles.
Yeah.
Gio gets the point. Original maker of Monopoly, Risk,
Warner
and
Brothers.
Clue.
Parker Brothers.
Yeah.
Parker
Other brothers.
Brothers.
Damn it.
Gio. American folk artist who began painting in her 70s.
That is. Damn it.
American folk artist who began painting in her 70s.
Sister Regina.
Sister Hazel.
Honey, I painted this down. I can't
Grandma
remember.
Moses.
Grandma
That's
Moses.
it. Damn it.
It's on Jeopardy every other night.
Luigi and siblings.
Brother.
Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers.
Gamers.
Super Mario Brothers.
That's what I said.
I know, but
Mario
I just said
Brothers.
it.
Mario Brothers is what I was looking
Well,
for.
that's what
That's
Gio
what I
said in the
said.
first place.
Oh, did he? I didn't hear that.
Mike
okay.
said brothers, and
Yeah.
Gio said Mario Brothers.
Gio gets a
Oh,
point.
Yeah.
Gio gets the point then. Thank you. Children love her nursery rhymes.
Mother Goose.
Mike and PapPap, we are on the last three.
Spanish has one single solitary point. Gio with 4 points.
Activated.
Galvin ahead by 1. He's got 5. And Michael is your outstanding leader right now. He's got 12.
12.
I don't believe that.
That's true.
All right. Family relationships. Last three. Here we go. DJ for Kid Rock, Smile
Uncle
Singer.
Cracker.
Gio. Blessed Nun
Mother
from
Teresa.
Calcutta. Galvin. And your last one. Popular pizza delivery place.
Papa John's.
Galvin.
Spanish, is this 5 in a row?
No.
No.
Two?
This is his third in a row.
It is?
Galvin? Yeah.
No, I didn't win.
you didn't win.
He doesn't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
So I was going for 3 in a row?
Yeah.
Oh, and then I didn't because nobody told me. Mike won.
Streaks fighter.
Welcome to the show.
Are you not in the room?
Oh, man.
Yeah,
What-
I'm here.
I mean, zero
This
effort.
little-
What
this-
zero
what-
effort?
what do
All
you
you
mean
gotta do
zero
is
effort?
listen.
Zero effort in the game, zero effort in the life.
Because I didn't know the answers to the questions. That's a zero
I
effort.
disagree with that. You did answer one, but in life, definitely zero effort in life.
Jeez, what is happening?
Falling apart right in front of us.
Mark it down. I got 3 in a row. Now I make a rule.
Congratulations, Calvin.
Thank you.
Thanks for playing.
Your final score.
You sure I didn't win yesterday?
You did not.
No.
Your final score is Spanish with 1 point. Gio with 5.
Activated.
Galvin ahead by 2 with 7. And Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 12.
Slayed a streak I didn't even know was happening.
Yeah, right?
What are the year-to-date totals?
The year-to-date totals. Gio is in fourth place with 11 wins.
Really had 13.
I am in third place with 35 wins. Galvin is in second with 68 wins. And Michael, you're in the lead with 86 wins for the year.
All right. Still pretty solid. Pretty solid lead.
Now, are those counting the days when you were off?
Yes.
Okay.
When who is off?
I was.
When
When
Spanish
Mike,
was
when
off.
Spanish was
Oh,
off,
yeah,
because
yeah.
he's the one who keeps
Oh,
track.
yeah.
Gio.
I kept track.
Stepped up.
during that time.
I also keep track too. I just don't have it in front of me right now.
Yeah,
But
he
hopefully-
keeps it in his head. He's got it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Are you sure I didn't win yesterday? And the day before?
No.
This was 5 for me?
No.
No, that's 1. Galvin was on a 2
I
strike.
just checked. I just checked this in.
1 win streak.
What do we have coming up in news, Galvin?
Coming up in news today, Gator Baiter, Golden Dumps, and Pickle Blood.
All 3 things you don't want to eat for breakfast.
No.
All right, Galvin Nation News. We will do that next. Before we go to break, I want to remind you we've got a Christmas show happening. Are you aware of that? On December 16th, we've got the Calta Christmas Extravaganza. 2 shows, one naughty, one nice. Although I have to tell you, it's exactly as predicted. The naughty is selling like crazy. Nobody's going to the nice. We should just nix the nice show and just have one big naughty show. It's happening at the Floridian Social Club in downtown St. Petersburg. It features the comedy of Lynn Coplitz and Matt Fernandez, as well as some surprise guest prizes that we're giving away, Christmas skits, if you will, musical performances. It's a big Christmas extravaganza, and it is happening in downtown St. Petersburg at the Floridian Social Club on Saturday, December 16th. Get your tickets now at theboneonline.com. And, of course, this weekend we've got the Liquid Lunch happening on Friday at Coco's in Indian Rocks Beach. Then that night we have the pub crawl for the first time in Clearwater Beach. And then on Saturday, our band Pitbull Toddler is playing at the Stockyard in Holiday. We have a full, solid weekend, and it just gets busier and busier from here on out. We'll take a quick break. Alvin has news. We'll do it next on 102.5 The Bone.
It's the Mike Calta Show.
Backstory lover, always hiding beneath the covers till I talk to you, my daddy say, Jane, see
It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone, 7:14 in the morning on a Tuesday. Good morning, everybody.
I saw a little thing with Steven Tyler the other day. I'm going to see Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin evening on Thursday, so I've been prepping by listening to even more Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And I was watching some of the O2 Arena show, and then I got on a Zeppelin thing, and Steven Tyler was talking about how he went and rehearsed with the guys, not Robert Plant, but with Jason on drums and Jimmy Page and John Paul Jones, and did Zeppelin stuff. And he told them, he said it was great, and he said, listen, this was when he was kind of on the outs with Aerosmith,
right?
And he was like, whatever you guys want to do, just call. He goes, I'll do wherever. If you guys want me to fly over, he goes, even if I'm on tour with Aerosmith, he goes, I'll come and do stuff with you
mean
guys.
while
for
Aerosmith was trying to hire Daughtry to take his place?
Oh, boy.
Yeesh. Anyway, I want a couple of things I want to do. I want to wish my sister a happy birthday today. How old is my sister?
Your sister is 23.
No. Anyone else?
25.
No.
28.
No.
I know.
27.
How old, Carmen?
26.
26.
Oh,
How is
yeah.
that possible?
Yeah, how is that possible? Because the last time we were at Stockyard, she turned 21.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, that's right.
Isn't that crazy? That's why I thought it was only a couple years, but it's been 5 years, huh? Wow.
And I bartended her 16th
Yep.
birthday party, which
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Huh.
Oh, man. Yeah, I remember when she was born. You want to hear something funny? Is Pete and I were going to the hospital when she was born, and I didn't have any money. Like I didn't really have any money on me, and I didn't have any money in my bank account, and I couldn't show up to the hospital empty-handed. And I should go there one day and pay these people, but I stole a plant from a place in Dunedin. They had like an outdoor like fruit stand plant kind of place. And I broke in and stole the plant, and so that I didn't show up to the hospital empty-handed. I didn't have any money. I couldn't buy flowers or anything. You know how much flowers are in a hospital? And I stole the plant, and I brought it in there. And to this day, they're like, Michael was the first one there, and he brought a plant. And I'm like, you guys only knew I stole the plant on the way there. I should stop by that place and be like, I think I owe you guys like $12. So, yeah, she's 26. I have a 26-year-old attorney sister.
Awesome.
Like, I never in a million
Crazy.
years would have thought that, yeah. Who will no doubt be the most successful out of all three of us, without a doubt. Okay, Carmen.
Yes.
Understand that I be not meeting at the meet. How you doing?
Mm-hmm.
By not being at the meeting yesterday,
Yep.
I missed out on your award.
Yes.
What did you get?
I was CMG's November MVP.
MVP. They should give you the unsung
Sung
hero.
hero.
She's sung now,
award.
though.
Yeah, but now
Yeah,
you're
sung.
sung.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
you've been given an award. Nobody cares about you anymore.
You
How
can
are
just call
you-
me MVP.
How are you the November MVP when it's like 6 days into November?
Because
They had to like backtrack a few months because we haven't had a meeting for a while. So they were just,
Like
getting
old, you're MVP for old stuff.
well,
Yeah.
but she's MVP for new stuff because it's
Yeah.
November now.
Right,
and she
right.
won for November.
Oh wow, good for
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. And thank you, Michael.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
I know
I didn't
you,
vote for you.
I know you did.
Nope.
I know no one else on this show did.
Nope.
Oh, I
don't
have,
like you.
Carmen.
Oh,
I have too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Not
do
even
not.
a fan.
Well, then thank you, Galvin.
Hell, come on. I voted for you. You know who
I-
else voted for you? I
I-
guarantee you John Brennan voted for you.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he likes you.
Yeah.
I did
'cause
not
I do a
vote
lot.
for you.
Yeah, no, I know. Don't worry
Carmen,
about
you
it.
do
That's why
do
I
a
still
lot.
won. I know.
And I never thought you did until Galvin told me how much work you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
like
know.
to vote for people, and when they win, I feel like I won.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're a part of
Yeah.
sharing their victory.
Like I made that happen.
yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I really appreciate it because it comes with some stuff too. It's not just the
What? Like what?
It's
I want to
not-
be MVP.
it's not just the creepy bobblehead they give you.
I think it totally looks like you.
Yeah. Listen, I put it on Chad's computer desk and I made it and I set it right there and he sat down and he was playing for like, 10 minutes. He's like, I can't do this. This is creeping me out. And he had to turn it away. But
Well,
also
Chad one day was like, "Hey, grab the bobblehead. Let's see what's up."
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So it comes with $250.
What, cash?
What?
Well, in your next check.
Wow.
Yep. And
So they can
then-
tax it.
Yep, exactly. And then on top of that, Jason said me and Chad could go out for a nice dinner and they would reimburse me for it.
What?
Yeah. And
Oh.
he said, keep it reasonable. He's like, few hundred, but a couple.
Few
hundred.
hundred?
He said a couple hundred, like 100, a couple hundred. He's
Yeah.
like, but don't go crazy or anything like that. But he
Wow.
said go out for a nice dinner. So yeah, so sometime this week we're gonna get dressed up, and I'm gonna take Chad out.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you should take one of us out. It's cool, but whatever.
Do you guys want to go?
I mean, we did make you the VIP.
I mean,
we voted
The
for you.
VIP.
Nominated for you, MVP.
Couple
VIP.
hundred. If we went to Chili's, we could all go.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
like,
I'm with
Okay.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Endless pasta.
All right.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
team,
promise I'll be there.
team dinner.
Promises,
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 promises.
Shut up. Congratulations, Carmen.
Thank you.
Sung hero.
Yes.
Who
Very
else won?
much. Cernak won for October.
Sure, I should win every month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed.
Why don't you guys
Um,
double date?
Maybe we will. The lady in Orlando won.
Lady in Orlando.
Oh, Nouse.
Nouse.
Yeah.
Melanie or Melissa.
Yeah, Melanie.
Melanie. Yeah, she won for one of the months.
All she does is yell at me, and not in the way Aurelia yells at me. Like I like Aurelia.
All right, Christina won.
And
When
Christina won.
Melanie yells at me, I want to push her off a cliff. Christina won. I'd like her bobblehead if she's not using it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say what
yeah.
for, but
Yeah.
just to have it
That's nice.
right here on my desk.
She deserves it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does.
Every
She's a hero among heroes. And that's it.
Yes, those were all the ones that we caught up on.
Very
So
nice.
And then we caught up on 4 months of birthdays.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of birthdays.
Wow.
A lot of.
And a lot of anniversaries.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. A lot of
And Kelly, 35 years.
35
Wow.
years.
5 years.
Mhm.
Roz, 30 years.
Roz, 30 years.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though his
His-
wrench says
Yeah.
35.
His
Yeah.
torque wrench says 35.
So I'm coming up on 18 years.
Yeah, you won't get anything.
Yeah,
till
you're not getting a
20.
torque wrench. Though.
I don't want
That's-
anything. I'm just saying 18 years, and I'll never forget the day that Kevin Nealon was here, and they were laying out our pension program, and Kevin Nealon said, I'd only been here 2 years, and Kevin Nealon said, hey, you guys got a great pension program out there. After 10 years, you're going to, I won't be here 10 years. There's no way. There's no way I make it through this whole contract.
When is your anniversary? July?
June.
June.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's February. It'll be 17 years.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever worked in a company for more than 5 years. And then I came here, the one that was supposed to be a stepping stone. I'll just be here for a contract or 1 or 2, you know, and then boom. Now I'm already
I've-
looking at retirement.
I've been here for 11, and that's not including my internship. So technically, I've been here for 12 years.
Yeah, you've been here forever.
Yeah. I
I've been here
started
for 8 years.
Yeah.
Feels like more.
Well, but in 8 years, how much work have you done?
That's what they said.
Not a
Yeah.
lot.
Hey,
Not a
they
lot.
said, congratulations,
prorated
Joe, on 8 years of working here. And I go, he's been here 8 years. He's worked about 3 weeks.
Yeah. I was very happy Joe was able to accept my award for 15 years.
Yeah.
We have it hanging here in the
Yeah.
studio.
That was nice.
That's right. We do. Have
They
it.
didn't mention you yesterday, though.
They didn't mention me?
No,
Oh.
they
Not
didn't.
at all.
No,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I couldn't go to the meeting. I was planning on it, but something came up. I have sick children. You have to put my whole family's business out there, Carmen?
I mean, you just did.
That's
I
it.
heard it was more of like a lunch situation.
What? How did you hear that?
Ah, Carmen's got the scoop.
A lot of people are saying things.
Carmen's got the scoop.
How did you know that?
MVP. MVP.
The
But I have to know. I have to know.
Don't worry about it.
No, you can't do. You can't do that.
I can't. Listen, do you always disclose your sources?
No, but I
No,
need to know
so-
yours.
Well, can't tell you mine.
Oh, Carmen's got the pulse.
She does.
I know everything.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Carmen,
Yes.
I have a surprise for you.
Okay. I don't like that. I don't like your surprises.
No, you'll like this one.
Okay.
It's not even food, and you'll like it.
Okay.
I have a surprise for you, but you have to trade me with information.
No,
yeah.
no.
Did someone rat me out?
I don't know.
How did you know? Where did I go?
So you were lying about your sick kids to go to lunch.
Oh,
what a bad person.
No,
what a bad person.
I went.
Wait,
I
there
took
was
care
lunch?
of my sick child who had to go to the doctor, and then I went to lunch. But how did you know I went to lunch? Wait a second. You just took a guess.
Maybe.
All right, where did I go to lunch?
Maybe.
Where did I go to lunch?
Place with food.
You guessed, and I fell for it. You pulled a Mike Calta on me, and I fell for the old Mike Calta.
You're welcome.
Damn it! I still don't believe you. I feel like you. Did Ashley see me yesterday?
So you got busted. So
Yeah.
where'd you go to
Where'd
lunch?
you go?
Did you go to lunch?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
No, I had to take my son to the doctor. I just went to lunch with my wife afterwards. But I was like, "How did you know?" But you didn't know.
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
Then who else was at the lunch?
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
She might counted me, and I fell for
You
it.
got your mind tricked.
Or she's being smart, pretending like she doesn't know all
She
the
doesn't
details, but she does, and she doesn't want to give up her source.
Oh.
How about that?
I didn't go to lunch. I was trying to rope her in.
No,
I
you
knew
did.
She was like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah. Nobody
I didn't.
believes you at
No,
this
you
point.
didn't.
Yeah.
You have a terrible poker face. You 100% went to lunch.
You gave up the information already.
I swear over my children, I didn't go to lunch yesterday.
Okay.
And I never
I
did.
mean, you're using them saying that they're sick, so I don't believe you about anything with your
Yeah.
children.
My son had a doctor's note. They won't let him go to school or work
Oh
for a
yeah,
week.
you don't
have a
you
best
don't
friend
know
doctor.
any doctors.
This came from his, believe it or not, his pediatrician that he still has to go to because he's only 17. It's hilarious that he has to go to a pediatrician. He goes in, there's a bunch of sick babies, and he's like, "What's up? I'm here for my doctor. Drove myself to my doctor's appointment." All right, well, that's fine. You got me on that. Guy hit me up yesterday. What is better than trying to bring people help with therapy and stuff than animals? You get depression, you give them a nice little cuddly puppy or something, make them happy.
Dude, I saw a kid who was nonverbal autistic, and they had dogs, but they rescued this one dog, and for some reason this dog connected with this kid, and the kid didn't want anyone in his space or anything like that. Dog immediately right on his lap, this and that. The kid talking to the dog, singing songs,
Wow.
doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, just because of the dog. Like, is
That's
that
great.
crazy? Like, and the kid was like already 10 years old, nonverbal, like not speaking, not doing anything, didn't want anybody in his space, just a dog. And then he's like, oh, all right, now I'll talk.
Dogs are awesome.
Imagine if a dog could do that, what a therapy pony will do.
Yeah, horses. Oh, horses, big equestrian, yeah, therapy and stuff. Well, that's Temple Grandin, remember?
And have you
Yeah.
seen the guards? Like the royal guards, their horses, they won't let anyone come near them. They like bite at them and stuff like that. I saw one of them like bite a girl's hair and pull her down by her
It's
ponytail.
the opposite of a
Therapy.
No.
comfort dog. Yeah.
Right? No, but I'm saying like these were just normal people standing next to the guard trying to take pictures, and then they have people with special needs that come up that were
Oh,
artistic, and they come
they
up
don't
and.
know.
And the horse just bows its head and lets
Oh,
him pet
really?
it and like tries it, and like is super calm and gentle with it. You know, like there's a total polar opposite.
What was the dog's name in Django?
Oh,
The horse, not the dog.
I can't remember.
This is my horse, Isaac, and he bowed to them. I don't remember
Oh,
the
yeah.
horse's name. Anyway, the reason why I'm saying this is because a guy hit me up yesterday. He runs a mini pony therapy thing, and I said, "Can those come in the studio?" And he said, "Oh yeah, we bring them to hospitals all over the world." So Carmen, we're gonna have mini ponies in the studio.
Oh, I love
You
it.
can't come until you give me your information.
Now you're saying mini ponies. So ponies are already small. Are you talking about miniature horses?
Miniature horses, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, because mini ponies are small horses,
Right.
But these are miniatures.
Is this,
Oh, so miniature horses are adorable.
will this be like when the goats were running through the building, crapping and peeing all over the
pulling
place,
wires.
They got
Wires.
stuck in the desk.
If
jumping on
so,
the console?
we're doing the show from St. Petersburg. That day.
Yeah.
So
All right.
I
mean,
people were very happy about that. When
I
they're-
think we'll probably only have maybe one pony here. Should
Yeah.
probably be sufficient. I think. But yeah, I'd like to bring that pony in.
crapping
Guy
in the
here-
cubicles.
Yeah.
Guy hit me
Right.
up last night. And he was like, "Hey, you should do." I go, "Yeah, hell yeah, I would do
Yeah.
it. Can you bring that in the studio?" He goes, "Yeah, we bring them to hospitals all over the world." I go, "Okay, I love that."
There's a girl that I know is a therapist, and she does riding therapy. So like she'll take people out on trails, and they ride the horse with her, and then they like talk. And it's a couple
Oh,
hour
really?
session. Yeah, yeah,
Can you ride the tiny ponies?
You probably
you're small
can.
enough.
I'd
Yeah.
kill it. You could probably ride it.
All right.
yeah. No problem.
I don't want to.
Alright.
I don't want to. I probably could ride a horse. Like they probably get like a big horse, and you could probably ride it. But I don't think I'd want to do that to a horse.
I
The
don't
last
trust
thing I
horses.
want is
Michael,
me on that horse's back.
I know how to ride bareback. I'm not
Please.
kidding.
Please wear like a loincloth and take pictures on the mini horse.
It's not what Sugar Pants said.
Like Planet of the Apes style. You with a little knife tucked in your loincloth riding around on a horse. You're
Yeah.
one testicle on one side of the saddle, one on the other.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, hilarious! Your old man balls on the poor horse's back.
When I was a kid, we had horses, and that's all. We didn't ride bikes. We just take the horses out.
Where did you grow up in the Ponderosa?
No, there are no cars back then.
That's true.
No, my parents had a campground up in northern New York, like about a mile from the Canadian border.
He'd unhook one of the horses from the covered
Yeah.
wagon.
Yep.
They go, what do you got? Saddlebags there, Joe? And he goes, nope, my balls.
We're finding more and more. Joe lived an hour from the Canadian border.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's probably a Canadian. We
Could
don't
be.
know about you.
Could be.
Our
Seems
busiest,
like it.
our busiest campground year was the 1976 Montreal Olympics.
What if we found out that Joe was really Russian via Alaska into Canada into the United States?
Oh, Jesus.
And
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Something. We
Yeah.
knew there was something with Joe.
Working for the Chinese.
Maybe.
Yeah, the whole time. He's terrible at video because he's constantly sending secrets back to the Chinese. I knew there was something about you.
Could be.
No way.
You're an
don't know.
informant.
yeah.
You don't know.
I'm buying you
Sympathizer.
I'm buying you a Tarzan loincloth after the show today
All right.
so that we could do video of you on the horse bareback.
100%, Michael.
Bear-
We
Bareback.
could do video.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we'll have the video of that.
All right.
Title of the video, Old Man Barebacks a Pony. See how many hits I
No
get.
way.
Right?
Your video is flagged in
Oh,
20
God.
countries. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. If you have not checked it out on Instagram at the Mike Calta Show, we've got some pretty good videos up there, including yesterday after the show when during the show, Spanish was wearing a long sleeve orange sweater, and I looked at him and I go, "You look like the lesbian from Scooby Doo." Which we all shouted out Thelma, but her name is really Velma, right?
Velma.
As people pointed out, Velma. I sent it to my son, and he goes, "I don't get it." I go, "What don't you get?" And he goes, "What's Thelma?" And I go, "From Scooby Doo." He goes, "That's Velma." And I go, "Oh yeah, damn it, you're right."
Yeah, Thelma, same.
Yeah, I mean, really, you don't need to know.
Yeah.
What's the name of the girl, the
Daphne?
hot chick that in Good Times?
Thelma.
The hot
Oh.
chick that lived upstairs. That was the mother's friend.
Willoma?
Was it Willoma? Was it
Willone-
Malone? I thought it was Malona.
It's either Willoma or Willona.
Willona.
Willona, yeah.
Willona Woods.
I always thought it was Malona.
Yeah, no, it's W.
Melania Trump.
Yeah.
So,
But then Thelma, the sister, was hot too. On Good Times.
yeah, Thelma was the sister. She was smoking hot. Yeah, the JJ's sister.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Sometimes you hear what you want to hear, but we all said Thelma, and it turned out it's Velma. But you have to see the video that Gio made. It's up there with the Spanish as all doing that while I was making a Spanish video essay. So there's 3 insulting Spanish videos right now. There's a Velma Thelma. There's me and my picture that I took, which I didn't even take, and then there's you guys coming in a half hour late today. All 3 of those are on Instagram.
I now know when there's going to be a video of me later because I will look and in the corner of my eye I see Gio with his phone snapping photos of me looking all gross. I'm like, all right, well.
Joe, you hear that, Joe? Gio's constantly taking video and pictures.
I was just about to say,
It's crazy.
there's all those videos, and Joe didn't make any of them.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. It is late, 7:32. Time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. I'm looking in my calendar. So Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving, right? So it's November 24th this year.
I don't like the way that sounds anymore.
What?
Black Friday. Just
Put your books in the black.
I feel like Morgan Wallen should do his biggest show on Black Friday.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Black Friday is happening now at Pelts. They have their pre-Black Friday sale event going on now where you get huge discounts on all kinds of different brands. They're changing every single day. They have in-store clearances. They have online specials. It's all leading up to a massive Black Friday week. Also, don't forget, you can whisper my name, Galvin, and sign up for the Pelts Perks program. When you whisper my name, you're getting $5 off right there. And then also, you're going to get $25 points into your Pelts Perks account where you're going to save money on future purchases there. So Pelts shoes, get them at Pelts. Let's see, what do we have in news? Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds is endorsing who?
I know.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis for president. She told the Des Moines Register on Monday because the country is at an unprecedented moment and the Republicans can't gamble on another Donald Trump candidacy. Reynolds, who had been a Trump ally when he held the White House, said that she appreciates the former president's accomplishments, but believes it's time to move on, saying, quote, I don't think he can win.
I don't know if he can. I think he can win. I don't know if he should win. I think a lot of the people that want to vote for him and a lot of people that would put him in office are people that are just fed up with everything else and they don't like Biden and all that. And he's the guy that's the opposite of all that. But when you break it down and ask them, is he the best choice? I wonder if they're really going to say yes. Because I like him. He makes me laugh. He did a good job. But he's so
That's
many.
what you want in a president.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, from the job point of view, for me, it's good. 4 more years of entertainment. But he's a president that's currently under indictment for several things. Not that makes a deal, but it's definitely a distraction. But I believe he's also capable of being in trouble for much worse. I do, and I'm not a Democrat, and I believe that there was a lot of that was a witch hunt in the first couple of years of his presidency that distracted from the presidency as well. I think the Democrats are garbage, but I don't know that if the country needs another 4 more years of that unstable president in the time where we are, where we've got a war in the Middle East, we got a war in the Ukraine, and all of our involvement in it. I think Trump escalates that.
Well, I think also it's just so volatile with Trump and Biden and the back and forth and stuff. If you get somebody else in there, if you maybe get a Kennedy in there, I don't know whether DeSantis is kind of like a mini Trump, but now he's trying to push away from that.
DeSantis is more dangerous because he wants to bring things backwards.
Yeah.
I mean, DeSantis with the abortion thing and with the anti-gay stuff, and I know he didn't say gay and all that, but we know what his real motive is, and what year are we telling kids what books they can read and what they can't read? It should be a parents.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that DeSantis does that makes us think we're going the wrong way.
But I think no matter what, whether it's Democrat or Republican, you have Democrats and Republicans fighting each other. If Kennedy gets in there, everyone's going to lose their ass because they're going to be like, independent, we all hate you.
Yeah,
it's
I don't know.
wild.
I don't know what's going to happen. I know right now that we can't have Biden. I saw Fetterman stepped out yesterday and said that. Are you singing? Oh, can't find the Fetterman. I know that he said that Gavin Newsom's running a secret campaign, which was probably smart. If you're Gavin Newsom, you want to be ready to go. If it turns out they come to him and they say, "Hey, we can't have Joe,"
if they activate him,
we have to have somebody else ready to go. And he says, "Oh, I'm ready. You got my people in place. I'm ready to go."
Oh, I'm sure he's checking stuff out and doing the research and everything else. And
they're always running poll numbers to see like what interest is out there.
I've been to LA a couple of times the last couple of years. I vote for Trump over Newsom any day, and I don't have no idea how Newsom reacts to foreign policy at all.
Did you see him wrestling that kid when they were playing basketball?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Well, he didn't start out wrestling, and he was trying to play basketball, and then dove on the kid and fell, and then was like, "Hey, I'm just hugging him."
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. If he was president, he has the best hair of any president that's ever sat in office, including the wigs back in the day.
Yeah, I agree, but also kind of could be a lizard at the same time.
Oh, he's a DC villain.
Yeah.
He's a DC villain all day. Not
sharp features.
Yeah.
smart enough to be a Marvel villain. Like he has no superpowers, but he's definitely a DC villain.
Yeah.
Easy to draw.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that's easy to draw.
He just doesn't look trustworthy to me, and I
No,
know
he
it's
looks like the jerk off principal in every school.
He really does.
The thing about Newsom, though, he's very charismatic when he's speaking, and that's what
People love him.
People love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but just drive through his state.
Yeah.
But
Drive through his state.
Most of the country aren't going to California, so they don't know. You just get on TV. You're a smooth talker. You're charismatic. You say the right things. Next thing you know, you're the most popular person.
Yeah, well,
and he's very good at that. His presentation is very good. If you go past that, it's all garbage.
His presentation is good. Like Reagan. Reagan looked great because he was a goddamn actor.
Yeah.
So when you put an actor in there, he's going to look great. They should bring out a West Wing guy. Let him be the president.
Martin Sheen, yeah.
Yeah, any of those guys that could play president could do the same thing that Newsom could do.
Most people never go past the headline. They just see a smooth, charismatic talker up there, trashing whoever, and they'll buy it.
There was a great documentary from, I want to say, the early 90s, and they followed Clinton during when he was running, and they go through all of the debates, and they show you the behind the scenes of the debates and how they each know what each person's going to say.
Oh, yeah.
They rehearsed
and all that
jokes
stuff.
with each other before they went live. Stuff where I was like, oh, man, I would watch now, and I'm like, I don't even know what's rehearsed anymore between the
everything.
Yeah.
So you see that, and then how many people are like, well, I got to see the debates to make my decision, and you realize the whole thing is
Still staged.
contrived, and fake, and phony.
Two things. One, the movie that they had on HBO about what's her name from Alaska, Palin. Whenever that was
so
such a good movie,
Yeah.
such a
It
good
was
movie. But you
so-
also got to see
Yeah.
how it, close to I'm sure how it was, and it was brutal.
Who played her? I can't remember.
It was what's her name with the red hair?
Oh yeah. Julianne Moore.
Yes.
Julianne Moore. Yeah.
It was so good, and you did see how much it's a machine that gets you there. Like without the machine, you're just the governor of Alaska.
Yeah.
If that machine adopts you and says we're going to make you president, now you're part of the machine, and then you just are repeating the same quips over and over
Yeah.
again.
You
Look,
can't-
it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. I think we have some concerns on both ends. I think with the state of the world right now and the wars that are going on, a guy as volatile as Trump may be dangerous. A guy as old as Biden is never good. It's been an awful economy, and I can't see 4 more years of us just giving money to the rest of the world while we're all suffering here.
Never assume that people are making rational, well-informed
no.
decisions.
Yeah.
They
No
will
way.
vote for the dumbest reasons, and a majority of people don't pay attention until the very end.
It's so
When
sad.
when I see somebody do something so dumb, I go, their vote counts just as much as yours.
Yeah.
It blows me away. But you brought up a good point. Right now, okay? Right now, out of all the actors that are out there, or actresses, pick an actor that you would think would be a great president.
Ooh,
Just looking.
just looking.
I already have mine. I already 100% know who the best one is that's out there. Because you want the proper age, you want all the different stuff. You want me to throw mine out? Or do
I
you
got
want-
mine.
I got mine.
Mine, number one, George Clooney. He wins everything. Clooney wins everything.
Well, I got a running. I got a running.
all right,
against you.
go ahead. What you got?
Idris Elba,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
just by looks and the tone of his voice.
Yeah. I always said John Hamm.
You listen, I'm telling you right now, if you think anyone in the South is voting for that name that I can't pronounce, you're out of your mind.
Barack Obama.
Hussein
Yeah,
Obama.
None of them voted for him.
Oh yeah, but he won.
Yeah.
I think Idris Elba comes across like a guy who not only is he handsome to be president, but he's got a little gray in his beard. He looks like he's got wise years under him,
And a great voice.
and a great voice,
Yeah.
even though it's got an accent.
Yeah.
I'm saying if he was
Clooney
American,
walks out there in a tuxedo. They go, "Yep,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it. That's who we want. That's him."
Shut it down.
he is gorgeous.
He is.
I mean, they're both gorgeous,
Yeah,
but
he's- yeah.
Clooney walking out as handsome white guy probably wins everything.
And
yeah.
even with like Putin or anyone, he just wants to give that smile and
Yeah.
shake the hand. You're like, all
You know what?
right, what are we doing?
You just made up my mind.
Yeah.
I'm voting
See?
for Clooney.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Okay.
Spanish, who you
I
got?
said John Hamm, but Clooney's
John
way better.
Hamm. John Hamm.
Too
yeah.
serious, I think.
John
Too
Hamm.
military.
John Hamm. Too military.
Yeah.
Like in Top Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Hamm, good vice president though. Oh,
Great
that's a
vice
handsome
president.
ticket.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Clooney Ham.
Oh,
That's my favorite kind of ham.
Yeah.
Ham and,
Sandwich
ham and
right
buble. Yeah, Ham would be good too. Like if Clooney came in as a former quarterback in college and he left, he got drafted in Vietnam and then never played professional football because he got into politics and now he's our president. That'd be a great story. Ham retired 2-star general.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who my Secretary of Defense is? Ed Harris.
Oh, yes.
He's tough.
Yeah.
Ed Harris is tough.
Ed Harris in the vest. Or Ed Harris from Glengarry Glen Ross.
Mhm.
That would be great if he's laying foreign policy down, just talking at the UN like he did to Glengarry Glen Ross. Oh, yeah.
Dude, no way. If you want somebody to deal with the UN and our foreign relations, you send Gary Busey over there. That is my
gosh, no.
ambassador to the rest of the world is Gary Busey.
These are the Russians. You're confusing.
Yeah.
And if I have to put a woman in this mix, it is the woman that was in the movie where she had the secret poker games.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Molly's Game.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is her name? I don't remember.
Is that Jessica Chastain?
Jessica Chastain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica Chastain is my my UN.
Yeah.
Somebody to the UN. My diplomat
Yeah.
to the UN.
Diplomatic community.
I gotta tell you, we're creating a really beautiful white
Yeah, we
government.
are. Yeah.
I tried Idris Elba, and you guys voted him out of office
Well,
immediately.
maybe Amanda Jordan has a good suggestion. Denzel.
Oh,
that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Denzel would
not
be
bad.
great because when he gets mad and he gives you the
Okay.
the speech,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. You want? I got you. You got bombs. I got bombs. You got bombs. I got bombs.
He wipes his face.
Yeah. Denzel would be good. Who else?
President Camacho from
Oh, Terry
Idiocracy.
Crews? Terry Crews?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're just
I-
making jokes.
Yeah,
No,
I
not.
hate. I hate
This
Terry
is
Crews.
for real. We're
Okay.
putting actors in.
We're making a government,
Yeah.
All right.
Joe.
Well, I mean, I
Take it
would vote for
serious.
that guy.
I think Gary Sinise has to be in there somewhere.
Gary
Yeah.
Sinise is the
Yeah.
is
Not
the,
Lieutenant Dan. Gary Sinise. Lieutenant Dan's just losing his mind.
Does he have legs or no
Yes.
legs?
Yeah, Gary Sinise is definitely some sort of military liaison.
Who do we put in charge of NASA? Tom Hanks.
Oh, Tom Hanks.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
There's got to be in our government's got to be more diverse. We need to put more women
Yeah.
in there. Pick a lesbian to throw into the crowd.
Rosie O'Donnell.
No, not my
too old.
government.
Too
Not
old.
my government.
Oh, Julian Michaels.
Oh,
Jillian
yeah.
Michaels.
Oh yeah.
Jillian Michaels is
She's
in
the
charge
health-
of fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Julia Louis Dreyfus.
She's the vice president.
She's the
Okay.
babe.
Yeah, come on.
It's
What is wrong with
Clooney.
you?
It's Clooney and Dreyfus.
Yeah.
For the president, vice president, with a John Hamm military guy.
I would have thrown Alec Baldwin in there before he started shooting people.
Yeah.
Like now he
Yeah.
kind of comes with some baggage that I don't think we can get around.
Yeah, we don't need that embarrassing our cabinet.
We throwing Tom Cruise in there. I feel like we should throw
Too short.
Maverick in
Too
there.
short.
Isaac
Oh,
and
it's
Maverick.
Also, he's too rich. He would
Yeah.
never be
Alright.
a politician. But we definitely need some Latina ladies in there.
Can we do a ticket? Dreyfus and Dreyfus?
Oh.
Richard.
Richard Dreyfuss.
He's old though. He's not looking that
No,
great. lately.
Andy, he's,
really?
yeah,
Wow.
dude, he's very outspoken now. He's like, I only have a few years. I'm going crazy. Some Latino women throw in there.
But not J Lo.
Michelle Rodriguez. I love
Oh,
Michelle
Michelle
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
I love her.
What could she do
Yeah.
though? Yeah,
Whatever
something
she
that's
wants.
tough.
She just looks at Putin and licks her
Oh,
armpit
dude.
and goes, "Don't do it."
Hot.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, you ready? The Surgeon General has to be somebody who has played a doctor or
House.
how's got a drug problem.
Everybody's got a drug problem.
We don't need a
You need a pill popper in the
hydrocodone. No, somebody else. Somebody who played a doctor.
Neil Patrick Harris is who I always think
Well,
of.
Alec
Doogie.
Baldwin.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin would be great in Malice.
Malice,
Yeah.
Or, well, no, I'm trying to think of a
Contemporary?
You got to be diverse. You got to get a.
Okay, so let's see. Who can we get in there? Rita Moreno.
Well, she never played a doctor though. She did in Oz. No,
Yeah.
she was a nerd. She was a nun in Oz.
Oh, that's right. Who would be good?
Not a lot of good doctor shows out there.
Denzel
Nurse-
was a doctor.
Nurse Jackie, what was her name? She was in Sopranos.
Yeah, but she had all kind of drug problems too.
Oh,
Yeah.
she did? I
Yeah,
never
that
saw
was the
show.
whole-
She was popping pills.
That was the whole show.
Yeah.
Nah, we can get past that in the campaign.
I don't know. Well, if she's recovered by
She's
then.
recovered.
Yeah,
She does a
yeah.
lot of work for the community.
Yeah.
Recovery.
I'm looking for famous movie doctors. Who do we have?
Yeah, or TV doctors.
We go, well, he's
I mean,
dead.
Denzel played a doctor in St. Elsewhere. Clooney was a doctor.
William Hurt.
Oh, Howie Mandel.
Too bad Robin Williams. We could Patch Adams.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donald Sutherland. Anybody from MASH? Alan Alda.
Oh, yeah, Alan Alda.
yeah.
Alan Alda. He's everybody's family doctor.
You're still going old white man though.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about Eddie Murphy, Dr. Doolittle?
He's just wrong doctor.
All right.
Wrong doctor. I don't know what's wrong with you, but this pig got some problems.
Even though he actually wasn't Dr. No, Sean Connery, but he's dead.
Morgan Freeman could be a good doctor.
Hold on. My wife just hit me with a name. I don't even know what she was suggesting him for, but Department of Agriculture is head by Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
All right.
In a cowboy hat. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
100.
For sure. We're creating the best government ever.
It's gonna be so good, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, they have done nothing, but they are gorgeous. Yeah. You know we need for diversity that lesbian from Orange is the New Black that was on the show, the one with the short hair.
Crazy
that
Eyes?
kind of looks like the one that kind of looks like Abbott Costello. Looks like Lou Costello. She's got the really short hair, and she's like,
Oh, I know who you're talking
yeah.
about.
We need
Yeah,
her
yeah.
to. We need her to be in a position of power.
By the way, Crazy Eyes is in that show that was about the pain medicine and stuff. What was it called?
Yeah.
The one that's on now,
Yeah.
like the one that they shot here.
No.
With Chris,
The one with Matthew Broderick,
Painkiller.
Painkiller. She's in there because she was like going after him and stuff. She does a really good job in that.
Yeah, she's a great
really
actress.
good.
I don't think
actress.
I'd recognize her.
Yeah,
outside
you
of
would.
Crazy
It's
Eyes.
funny.
Yeah, you would.
It's funny because I was watching it and I'm like, I know her from so. I go, that's Crazy Eyes
Yeah.
because she's so normal in
Yeah.
this. You know, Crazy Eyes. She was Crazy Eyes.
Oh, I believe that Kerry Washington should be in our government somewhere.
Oh yes.
I don't care what she wants to do.
Yeah.
She can have any job she
Are
wants.
we not making a spot for the Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
No.
None?
He
He's
could be
never
a,
been a doctor.
he
Space
could be the
Force.
fitness. Him and Jillian Michaels could head the fitness portion of it. I don't need that dumb steroid freak
Yeah.
in my government.
What if we have Michael J. Fox, Doc Holliday, or Hollywood? I mean,
Yeah.
He can't give somebody a shot.
he keeps jabbing people in the eyes.
Leave him alone. It's
No, that's what I'm saying. Though he can't. I'm just saying he could be a mentor.
Taking your kids in for their vaccines. Yep. Can't wait.
I would like Stanley Tucci for something.
Oh.
Yeah, I like Stanley Tucci.
He
Like,
does
he
that
should be a
food
special
show.
advisor to the president.
Oh yeah.
Oh, how about Brad Pitt from World War Z?
Yes, all day.
Oh, as science and
He takes over for Fauci.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that.
Emergency
handsome.
services.
So handsome.
Hey, so I got a problem with our with it real quick. On a side note, our streaming service that we use, they show 24/7 movies by different actors.
I know what the problem is. I can already tell you what the problem is.
Say it.
It's you.
Yeah.
They got me.
All right.
I
Wait.
agree with Galvin.
They're on the same schedule. So
Oh yeah, yeah. You
every
pop
night
it
at
on,
the same
yeah.
time, I put on a Brad Pitt movie
Yeah,
and
it's just-
Benjamin Button's on.
Yeah,
just a loop.
I've had that happen before. And
But,
I'm
like,
like, am I watching it at
Stuttering
the same
a little.
time?
Yeah, I don't want to watch Benjamin Button all the time.
Do 9 this day, 10 the
Right.
next day, so it throws it off a little bit.
And then
We can't have everything.
yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm not complaining. I'm not taking my money back. I just one of the
Benjamin
things.
Button, huh?
Yeah.
Another one to throw out there for some Surgeon General or something like that. He is a doctor, Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not American.
I think-
Get out.
yeah.
No.
He's too good looking also to
He
be
is.
just a doctor.
I mean, how the greatest actor of our generation, Leonardo DiCaprio, is not somehow in the cabinet is kind of a letdown.
He faked it though. He wasn't a real doctor.
That is true. Oh yeah. Was the Catch Me If You Can?
yeah. I should have concurred.
A lot of times
Do you
we
concur?
we have to go to the big cities here, and their governors play a big part in the government, even though they're just governors of cities. I mean, of states. John Travolta, governor of New York.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
By the way,
State
I'd like to
state.
point out we're in the news. That was the first story.
Oh,
We're
really?
still
Oh,
yeah,
man.
the first story. So
Can the Tiger
do we
King-
want to continue this or do
No,
we
well,
want?
I think we need to wrap this part up, but we also need to take a break because it's almost 8:00.
Okay, well we can talk a little bit more about our government. And then,
I blame Joe in Spanish for being late.
Yeah, it's
That's
hard.
yeah,
I
throw
apologize.
everything
I
off.
do apologize.
All right, here's what we're gonna do, and you guys can play along too if you want. We go to break right now. We're gonna come back. We're each gonna go around the room. You're gonna name a president, vice president, secretary of state, and surgeon general. That's it.
all right.
You know the rules. Famous, good-looking people.
Yep.
Okay, president, vice president, secretary of state, and surgeon general. When we come back, we'll go around the room, maybe take some phone calls, and then we'll finish out news. President, vice president,
Diversity.
secretary of state. Think diversity too. You got to have a diverse government. You want somebody that's representative of the people, not
Right,
just
right.
not just our.
Not just what you look like.
Exactly. Before we go to break, I want to remind you that we got a couple of things happening this weekend. You know, this Friday we've got a big liquid lunch. My man Roger and Brett will be here from the Roger and JP show. Monica will be out there. They're broadcasting live. I will be out there as well as whoever else from the radio station stops by. It is happening at Coco's Crush on Indian Rocks Beach this Friday at 11 o'clock it starts. And then later on that night, we've got a pub crawl in Clearwater Beach. You can go to the boneonline.com and find out all the locations. I know it ends where I'll be at Toucans, right? Is it Toucans?
Yeah, Toucans. It's going to start at Surfside 7 to 8, then Jammin's from 8 to 9, then Toucans is 9 to 10.
Back it up. So it starts with Surfside with Spanish, Carmen, and PapPap.
Roger and Brett
Oh, Roger and Brett.
hosts start at Surfside from 7 to 8 with Spanish PapPap and myself.
Okay.
And then we go to Jammin's
Okay. Jammin's, where I met my wife, by the
That's
way.
right.
from
Not the
8
same place, same name, though.
from 8 to 9, where Spanish PapPap and myself meet up with Mike Calta and Galvin.
Where are we doing that?
We meet up at Jammin's.
Oh, I thought we went to Toucans.
Well, then you and Galvin go to Toucans
Oh.
from 9 to 10.
You're not coming with us?
Where are you getting this information?
I'm reading the email that Olivero sent me.
Okay.
That sent all
I-
of us
Oh, when?
Last night.
last night.
Yeah, I did say I didn't read it, but I saw
Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay, I see it. I just I saw the giveaways. I didn't see the bar crawl thing.
I mean,
Yeah,
let's be
I was
honest.
just
I
reading.
can't promise this, but we're probably going to be at all the places.
Yeah,
You know,
probably.
I mean, we're going to all
basically.
start
I
together
mean,
and walk
it's
the
a
whole
bar
thing.
crawl.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is happening on Friday night in Clearwater Beach. The first time. We're looking forward to seeing all the people at Clearwater and all the other people that are driving in. And then, of course, on Saturday, It is Friendsgiving. We'll be out at the Stockyard in Holiday, right there on US 19. And if you've never been there before, it's just a big old country bar, and it doesn't matter about the music that they play or any of that stuff because we're taking over. Pitbull Toddler's on the stage. We've got prizes to give away to you. Roger and Brett will be there hanging out. I'm sure a lot of the people from the station, I know everybody was invited. We'll see who comes on down, but we will be up there melting faces for sure.
And you can win $1,000 just for showing up. There's going to be a bunch of different prizes, but that is one of them. Is somebody's going to win $1,000?
You got to lick a pustule to get the
no. Take it
wait,
easy.
that's another thing. It starts with a P, but it's not a pustule. That's so dirty. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll actually finish out news, and we'll give you our fictional, beautiful government next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to the Mike Calta Show on 102.5.
3 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. We're rapidly approaching Thanksgiving, and if you're having people come over to your home, you probably want to get it in the best possible shape it could be. Because let's face it, even your closest relatives are going to talk behind your back. That's just how it goes. They come to the house and they go, "Did you notice how gross the rugs were?" Avoid all that by calling my friends at Zero Res. Zero Res will come over and get your place insanely clean like they do in my home. And right now, when you mention me, Mike Calta, you get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $129. And they do it with their patented VR water, which means there are no harsh chemicals. That makes it safe for your kids, makes it safe for your pets, and also makes it very fluffy, and it makes it easy to dry after they clean it. So your carpets stay cleaner longer because they've got no harsh chemicals and soap left in there to just trap the dirt. So you have to do it over and over again. You can get your place insanely clean before Thanksgiving, or you can wait until everybody leaves and then get your home back in tip-top shape by simply going to ZeroResTampa.com. That's ZeroRez Tampa.com. Book right there online. Mention me, Mike Calta. 3 rooms of carpet clean for $129. They do a great job. They do everything in my home. They do upholstery. They do carpet. They do area rugs. They do it all. Tell them you heard me talking about it, and they'll hook you up. ZeroResTampa.com. We left off in the last break by trying to basically, we had a real conversation about the next presidency and then realized that if you just design a good-looking something where a celebrity or an actor will give you some sort of confidence, whether it be through their looks or roles that they played before, who would be the best president, vice president, secretary of state, and then the Surgeon General, all had to be somebody in the entertainment world, except the Surgeon General has to be somebody who played a doctor before. Would you like me to go first?
Sure.
Go around the room?
Sure.
I had so many that I didn't think that you guys would appreciate. Like for doctor, I wanted to have Surgeon General Pernell Roberts, who was Trapper John, MD. He would just be great, but he's dead, so that'd be kind of hard. All right, so for president, a name not mentioned, a man who is somewhat handsome-ish, but has definitely the look of a wise old man, Tommy Lee Jones. That is my president.
Too old. Too old.
Backing it up with the vice president, Liev Schreiber.
Oh,
Yeah, like one day he'll teach everything to Liev Schreiber, and he will go on to be president. The Secretary of State is Angela Bassett, who I think played in the, I don't know if it was Secretary of State, but she played some sort of government officer in one of those movies where a meteor's hitting the Earth or
Right,
something.
yeah.
She did good. And my doctor, Dr. Quinn, medicine woman, Jane Seymour. There you go. I have 2 women, one of color.
Mm-hmm.
Was Angela Bassett, was she in like one of the White House Down?
Yes.
Is that what it was?
Was it White House Down?
Yeah.
It was one of those. If
Yeah,
it wasn't, yeah.
But what was she?
I think she was the person that Gerard Butler directly reported to when he worked for Secret Service.
And she was the, I think she was the I know what I'm thinking. She was in Contact. Wasn't it in Contact she was something? Yeah. So
Interesting you say Contact, because would you like to hear my
Please,
list?
Galvin, go ahead.
So do you want me to start with President?
President down to Attorney General.
President, I already said George Clooney.
Yeah.
George Clooney is President. Vice President, Viola Davis.
Viola Davis is good.
Right?
I was trying to find that strong black woman.
She's strong, she's tough, she's smart, she's attractive. Like everything about her is good. Secretary of State, Jodie Foster.
Oh,
I'm in on that.
Okay.
Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
And then you may not know the name immediately, but you know him whenever you see Surgeon General Randall Park. Randall Park is the Asian guy. He is in a bunch of different stuff. He was on Veep. He is in the TV show. I
Off
think
the
that.
Boat?
Yeah, Off the Boat.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He's
Joe,
hilarious.
if you could pull him up, a picture of Randall Park real quick. He is the Surgeon General.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What was he a doctor on?
He's been a doctor. He's Asian. He's been a doctor.
What
Trust me.
bad?
Yeah.
Spanish?
All right. So my president, it was a toss-up, but I'm going to stick with my original, which was Woody Harrelson.
Oh, weed face?
Yeah, because you want somebody who is,
Joe's pulling up pictures of parks.
Randall Park right here.
Oh my gosh.
On top of it.
Now he's not going to do
No,
it.
I'm giving up.
Good thing we didn't
I'm
ask him
giving
for
up.
Jelly Roll.
No.
my vice president is Angela Bassett. That's who I chose. For my
Really?
vice president. Yeah. And then my secretary of state, I went with Lucy Liu because everybody loves Lucy Liu.
By the way, Vice President, anytime anything happens that she doesn't like, she goes, "What's love got to do with it?"
Yeah.
And just walks out of the room.
And then Surgeon General Perry Cox.
Hold on, who is your Secretary of State?
Lucy Liu.
Oh, you're
Yeah, he's.
Boy,
You know.
how's that
She's
garbage?
got no skills.
What? What?
Who is the last one?
Perry Cox
Who's Perry Cox?
from Scrubs.
Yeah.
Oh, the one guy. Okay,
yeah, he's got no lips for some reason.
He's been on the show before.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And Carmen?
So for my president, this guy played the president before in Scandal. Not a very recognized actor, but Tony Goldwyn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know
Tony
Goldwyn.
Yeah.
He was awesome in Scandal.
A little young.
Little
No,
young.
not now though.
He's in his 60s.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
looks good.
So he looks good. Also played very presidential. 63.
Okay. All right.
For my vice president, I did have Viola Davis, but my secondary vice president was Tarji Henson. She's very strong.
Yeah.
Taraji P. Henson?
Taraji P.
That's
Henson,
it,
yeah.
Tarji Yoakum. Carmen, if you're going to be dating a black guy, you're going to have to know these black actors.
No, thank you.
She may be a little too volatile for
Yeah.
that role.
but
just-
she's just strong, so she balances it out.
Who did you have?
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis. I was reaching for Viola Davis, somebody like that.
Yeah.
And I pulled up Cheryl Underwood and saw those goofy eyes, and I was like, that wouldn't work.
So for my Secretary of State, I have Tom Hanks.
Okay.
And then for my Surgeon General, I have Patrick Dempsey.
I feel like Patrick Dempsey, sure.
Yeah,
I feel
McDreamy.
like Tom Hanks would just go to other countries and go, come on.
Yeah.
But everyone loves him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we love him. All the other countries love him. He's a perfect peacemaker.
It's true. They gave him the COVID.
Yeah.
Gio?
For president, get off my goddamn plane.
Oh.
Harrison Ford,
Oh,
Han
yeah.
Solo.
Yeah.
Also very old though.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's why vice president.
Oh, hold on real quick. I said very old to Tommy Lee Jones, much younger than our actual president. He's
True.
only
Exactly.
77.
Yeah.
So.
Vice president, Walter White, Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, I thought
I
about
like
him
it.
for president.
I like it.
Yeah.
Secretary of State, Halle Berry.
Yes.
And then Surgeon General, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. All right. And Joe?
He makes a rule that no women can live over 25 years old.
For my president, I chose from White House down Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
That's my president. Julia Louis-Dreyfus for my VP. And Secretary of State, Jeff Bridges.
Oh, yeah.
I like Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
He'd be a good president, too.
Yeah. And for my Surgeon General, Dr. Richard Kimball, Harrison Ford.
There you go.
You just stole one of mine.
No, I didn't.
You did.
A lot of
You
us
didn't
like
even
it.
reference the same movie.
What?
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. I love that. That was one of the greatest lines.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't remade that.
I'm glad
yet.
they haven't.
Yeah, but they,
They
will.
will. They will. They'll
They
ruin
tried
it.
to follow it up
Yeah.
with that Wesley Snipes one.
It wasn't
Yeah.
that wasn't so bad, but it was nowhere near what the Harrison Ford one was.
No, just the two of them together
Yeah.
was great.
I did like what were you talking about? U.S. Marshals? Was that the yeah. That one was all right.
And with Robert Downey Jr.
Yes,
and that
yeah.
whole
At the
thing,
end, yeah.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr. was in it?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
the bad
remember.
guy.
Yeah, he was a bad guy. He wound up being. It was a twist.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
It's exactly. It was
Yeah.
bad. It was poor done.
Yeah, I mean the first one was so good.
Yeah.
It's hard to top that. All right, well we started it, but we didn't do it, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Galvin with the rest of the news.
Back in the news. So a Florida woman, we talked about this a little bit earlier, was snorkeling. You go, she got bit by an alligator. Well, how? What was she doing? She was snorkeling with her friend at Alexander Springs Recreation Area over the weekend when a 9-foot alligator attacked her and bit her forehead.
Jeez.
A photographer who happened to be nearby snapped photos in the immediate aftermath, so you can see some video here, pictures and stuff, including one that clearly shows the alligator lurking behind them.
Oh yeah.
Marissa Carr said Friday that she still cannot believe that an alligator bit her on the face.
Did you see she got 2 slit holes in the top of her forehead where
Yeah.
the teeth went in?
Yeah, well,
Crazy.
when you hear somebody got bit by an alligator, you go, well, you're teasing the alligator.
Yeah.
Or you went up to an alligator. She was just out there snorkeling, and the alligator said, let me get a little taste of that.
I know I've talked about this before, but if you get an opportunity, go to YouTube and search the Peace River. Now, in the Peace River is where a lot of people go to snorkel and dive for shark's teeth. It's filled with old megalodon teeth and regular shark's teeth, and they have
I believe Peace River runs right through Randall Parks.
they have video of a guy who was under there with a GoPro, and he felt a tug at his leg, and he thought it was his friend messing around, so he didn't pay attention. It was an alligator. Grabbed his leg, didn't bite all the way down, but grabbed onto his foot and tried to roll him, and he kicked the alligator off. Yeah, so you can't even, I mean, no matter where you go and there's water in the state, there's something in it.
Well, and that's the thing, too, is people who live here, you should know. People who've just moved here, maybe you need to know. Maybe everybody needs a little refresher course. So the FWC said there are several tips that people need to know when dealing with
Number one
alligators
tip
in Florida.
is if there's water.
Keep a safe distance if you see an alligator.
Yeah, okay.
So don't go up to the alligator and go, let me try and pet it or put a members-only jacket on it. Never feed an alligator. Never feed an alligator. Betty White told us that.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Keep pets on a leash and away from the edge of rivers, lakes, ponds, or body of water or anything like that. Swim only in designated swimming areas during daylight hours without your pets. Don't go in there with your little dog.
Take somebody else's dog in there with you.
No, don't do it.
I'm telling you right now, if my dogs are outside and an alligator came out and attacked Mabel, I'd have to go out and fight it.
Yeah.
If it attacked Hazel, I'd go, well, you don't listen. You don't listen. You
my
go too
God.
close to the edge. Mabel listens. Hazel does not listen.
No, he does not.
My lawn guys left one of my gates open, so I let my dogs out, and they went out front. Whatever. My neighbor goes, hey, your dogs are out here. They're not supposed to be, right? And I go, no. So Ghost will run like crazy. She's the husky. Vader is just out front, and Vader is deaf now.
Yeah.
Like he's already. So I'm going, Vader, Vader. And then I do that, and he turns around, and I go, come here. Like I give him the hand signal, come here, and he just comes trotting over. Ghost, I have to go and get treats and do everything else and tell her how great she is. And
That's Hazel. I go, good. Go to the alligator.
Yeah.
Did I tell you we almost got another dog?
Oh, no, really?
The key,
I mean, oh, no, good.
The key to getting more animals in this house is my wife. So when she sees something and she loves, it's coming.
Yeah.
Except I don't want that to be a hairless cat because that's what she likes.
No.
Hairless cat doesn't look like if your balls were a pet.
Yes.
And I don't like it. But anyway, she saw it was a black doodle that had a broken leg that was being nursed back to health. And she was like, we have to get her. We have to get her. And I go, okay, it's a her. So that makes sense because we got 2 girl dogs. It's a doodle. We got 2 doodles. I'm in for it. And I go, what will we name it? And she said, it's got to have a name like Mabel and Hazel. And I go, okay. And I didn't really care if we got the dog or not. This was her project until she came up with a name. And she's like, I'm going to call him tomorrow. And then I will bring Aretha home. And I went, oh my God, Aretha.
I like it.
Yeah.
We got Mabel, Hazel, and Aretha.
I like it.
I know. No, we did not.
I love it. Oh.
The dog still had to be nursed. So,
Well,
Aretha.
you tried.
Aretha.
So, do you remember when they had that golden toilet? It was an art exhibit thing.
do, yeah.
Well, 4 men in England just got arrested for stealing that golden toilet that's worth $6 million. That theft happened about 4 years ago, but they just recently got charged. An artist from Italy made it out of 18-karat gold and named it America. It was supposed to be a commentary on the unbridled capitalism. Or
Good, I'm
something
glad
along
they
those
stole
lines.
it.
Yeah.
It was originally on display in the Guggenheim in New York, but then went over to England, and you could actually wait in line to use it, and you had a time limit of 3 minutes and stuff. Yeah, so weird. But anyways, it vanished, and all 4 men between the ages of 35 and 39, they are now facing charges for burglary and conspiracy to transfer criminal properties. Sadly, though, police say it probably isn't a toilet anymore. They probably melted it
cut
down,
it up.
or cut it up, or did whatever.
Got all those people dookie in it.
Yeah, they finally got busted for it. It's 18 karat. Just pressure wash it. It'll be fine.
Didn't Trump have the gold toilet?
Yeah.
Didn't he say
Yes,
that?
yes.
In,
Saddam had one too.
Yeah.
I guess that's a sign of opulence.
Yeah, any crazy leader will have one.
Yeah.
I'll take a brass urinal.
I have a hot or not for you guys.
Oh, good.
This is right here in Tampa. A woman was arrested early morning on Monday after investigators say that she rear-ended a Hillsborough County deputy while she was driving under the influence. According to the sheriff's office, just after midnight, a deputy in a marked Chevy Silverado was conducting the off-duty detail, and this woman ran right into the back of him. It was on Interstate 75 northbound when 24-year-old Courtney Lynette Settle struck the deputy from behind in her 2011 Honda Accord. The deputy sustained non-life-threatening injuries and was taken to the hospital. Detectives say Settle showed signs of impairment and was arrested for DUI at the scene. She has been charged with driving under the influence with personal damage and personal injury. So she is 24 years old. Her name is Courtney Lynette Settle. She was driving a 2011 Honda Accord, if that helps, and was driving under the influence, right into the back of a sheriff's deputy. Mike Calta, hot or not?
Never met a Courtney that wasn't hot.
Yeah?
24 years old, driving drunk, hitting cop cars, smoking hot.
Smoking hot. Gio, what do you got?
Did it mention if this was a weekend when this happened?
It happened early Monday morning.
Monday morning.
Sunday
Okay.
night, Monday morning.
Out
Yeah.
partying on a Sunday.
Not hot.
Not hot.
Old
hot.
car, out on a weeknight.
Oh, those are the hottest girls.
No, not hot.
Waiting for Money Man to come through. She's only
Yeah.
24. So you say not hot. All right. Spanish, what do you think?
I'm going hot. She's got cocaine residue in her bra. She's ready to party.
All right. Carmen, what do you got?
24, Accord, she's hot.
Yeah. Gio, you're on an island. Gio says not hot.
Yeah.
Everybody else says hot. Spanish actually says a little cocaine residue.
Yeah.
too.
If she was a stripper, she'd have a nicer car, unless she's a new stripper.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
She's downsizing.
Did you want to change up or are you
No,
good?
Courtney's
stick
are
with
hot.
hot.
I know
All
a
right,
bunch
so
of
you
Courtneys
guys
are all hot.
All say hot. Gio says not hot. PapPap, show the picture. That's not hot. That is not hot.
That looks like
That's
DJ
game?
Qualls.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's 2011 Accord on a Sunday night. That's dive bar.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Sir, you just hit my. Sorry. What, ma'am?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Ugh. I
That's-
finally met a Courtney that was not hot.
That's dive bar Betty right there.
Dude, that's
Courtney
rough.
Cox, Courtney Kardashian. Well,
Courtney
Courtney
Love.
Love.
Courtney Love.
Courtney Love,
Courtney
who
Love
was
was all right.
Hot at some points. She was
Yeah.
kind
I
of
wouldn't
hot.
say hot, but she wasn't so bad.
Right.
All the Courtneys are. I know a bunch of girls named Courtney that are all cute, except that dude. That dude's bad.
Mike, I don't know where you are with your pickles, but you may want to try and work a deal here. You could maybe undercut them or something like that because next year, Heinz will be releasing a new condiment called pickle ketchup. It's going to have their ketchup and added flavor pickle
I'm
to
in.
it.
I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Stop. Stay
No,
in your lane.
I like it.
Huh?
What do you
Heinz.
mean?
Well,
Yeah.
Heinz has
Experiment.
pickles, though.
Yeah, but
Heinz has pickles and ketchup.
You know.
you got one. You perfected one. Your ketchup is superior to other ketchups. Why are you going to try and ruin
Because
it?
they're
Mix
like,
it up.
because a new CEO comes in at some point because the other one aged out. He's probably in the Heinz family somewhere, and he's like, "There's got to be more than just ketchup. We've got to have something. Can't we mix clam in it like we did with clamato juice? There's got to be the next ketchup out there."
Brian Regan has a great bit about it. He goes, whoever's selling cranberries is crushing it. What do you got? Raisins? How about cran raisins? What do you got over there? Grape? How about cran grapefruit? This guy's just throwing cranberry and everything. Shake Shack has announced a new nationwide promotion. They're giving America a free chicken sandwich if an NFL player does a celebration dance, touchdown dance, and does the chicken dance on Sunday.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one?
Everybody gets
Now,
one.
do you know
like
about
Or we just get one and you have to pass it around America. Take a small bite.
Do you know about the putting out there, like a lot of times we'll have celebrities on the show and then they're going on TV or someone will be like, "Hey, say this word or mention our show," or something like that. Do you know about the kid, this kid?
No.
This kid? Everybody ever said? It's a video. I don't really know the origin. My son showed it to me. It's just this weird kid and he just taps his forehead like this. He does this thing on his temple. And they were trying to get this football player to do it if he scored a touchdown. I think it was the Barstool guys. And then the guy did it. He scored the touchdown, and he went to his helmet. And he did one of these. So putting the bounty out to get NFL players to do these things now. I mean, if you're a player who is probably going to score a touchdown, and you're like, "I'm going to get America a chicken sandwich." on
I mean,
Sunday."
you're getting some points if
Yeah.
you get me a chicken sandwich.
And then
Right?
also you become that endorsement. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you're the first one to do that, then automatically that fast food chain, you're gonna be the spokesperson for
Yeah,
them.
Shake Shack.
Or you do this, right? Say it's like a cross leg dance to do the Shake Shack thing. You score the touchdown, you get ready to do the cross leg dance, and then you back it up. You stop and you back it up, and you do the Arby's got the meat. Like if you really would rather have an endorsement from Arby's, you'd use it to get their attention. I'm just saying it's a good
like it.
opportunity. Like I mean, I've only been to Shake Shack like 2 times, and both times
Pretty
I'm like,
good.
it's all right.
Yeah.
But I love me some Jersey Mike's. You know, so if I get up there and I'm like this, and then I go, "What? Jersey Mike.
No, I don't know
yeah.
whether you want to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was stuffing a sub in my mouth.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
delicious.
one more time, try it again.
No, no, no,
Yeah, it's on
Do
there.
not Photoshop that.
Somebody's having it Mike's way. Well, so we're talking about the ketchup, the pickle ketchup, and the chicken sandwiches from Shake Shack. The American Heart Association says you can live 6 years longer if you don't eat any of that stuff. No, they say if you do all 8 of these things.
I saw this.
Gio, you want to write these down?
But
It's pretty common sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, you don't need to be a doctor to know this
No.
stuff. It's just all the stuff we've always been told.
Yeah, but I mean, look at us, so they have to tell us.
Come on, hit me. Let's go.
All right, so American Heart Association says eat right,
All right.
It's pretty broad.
Yeah.
Gio.
be more active,
Check.
Well, he ran to the stop sign.
I
Yeah,
don't know why Carmen's laughing.
don't use tobacco.
Definitely
Check.
check. That's gross.
This one's going to screw you. Get enough sleep.
Oh,
Check.
No.
Nah, not Gio. He
Not
doesn't.
Gio.
No.
Keep your weight in check.
Oh boy.
And
I only
chronic.
heard one check on that. That was when I said in check.
There's a half check.
We're going down the hill now.
Oh, no.
And chronic masturbation.
Control cholesterol.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
This guy's good. I got 3 so far.
I just went last week and they said it went up.
What's your cholesterol?
It's like, I think in the 600s.
But does it run in your
600.
family?
It's supposed to
my
be
God.
under
Oh my
180.
God.
No, it's, what the hell was it? 170.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
pretty
Bad.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
600 to 170. That was quite a jump there.
Yeah.
Mine's 150, and my doctor's like, "We got to up your medication." I went, "It's 150. It's one. We should be celebrating. We should go out and eat a hamburger."
I just
Yeah.
had my simvastatin doubled and
Rosuvastatin.
yeah.
That's my drug. You know we're old when we're.
Yeah.
I take that. You take
No.
that.
But does it
We'll
is
be
it
best friends.
hereditary?
I don't know.
So I
Yes,
have high cholesterol.
100%.
Mine is hereditary.
My wife is a borderline an athlete with the
Yeah.
amount of workout that she does, and her cholesterol is higher than mine because it's her father. Yeah.
Same with that runs in my family. So, but the only reason I bring it up is because my doctors put off putting me on that medication because it runs in my family. But I don't know if that's good or not because right now I got pustules everywhere. So,
So we control cholesterol, manage your blood sugar, keep your blood pressure in check.
No.
Gio.
Okay, I got to bring some up here.
did you get it? The machine?
So I got my blood pressure machine.
Yeah.
I am more freaked out than ever before.
Told
Yeah,
ya.
you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be checking it that much.
I
Yeah.
don't know. No. I just did it one time,
Oh.
and that one time almost made me go straight to the emergency
Yeah,
room.
that's what I'm.
And then my wife came in. She goes, "Let me take mine, and we'll see." And then my wife's like, "That's the highest blood pressure I've ever gotten in my life." And I go, "Okay, something's not
It
right."
needs to be calibrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way you take it on those machines does play a factor.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
took
that's
it.
what they say. Like the ones, I don't know, now maybe they've done better or whatever, but like the ones that are in stores, like in Publix
Yeah.
and stuff, they
Yeah,
say
they
never
don't.
really work.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I went and got an expensive one because I wanted it to be right. I bought a giant cuff so that it fit my arm, and it's done nothing but mess me up.
You could just take it to the doctor. That's what I did when I bought my machine, the same one that Gio has.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I took it to the doctor and let them do it on me, and then use their machine to see how far it was off.
That's what I'm going to do because I have an appointment on Thursday, and it freaked me out last night. I'm like, I'm doing good. I've lost 9 pounds since we got back from the cruise.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Well, it's not. Listen, it's not a congratulations point
That's
yet, but
9
thank you.
pounds more than
It's not. I've eaten broccoli every day. Like I'm cutting sodium and all this stuff out. No breads, no sugars. I'm trying to eat normal and very low amount of calories per day. So far so good. But I have to go back to the doctor on Thursday. And last time I did that, I went to the emergency room. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen again.
Don't become like Gio and I. I mean, I was checking it. I mean, I'm not anymore.
No, I'll
but I'm
handle
checking
once a day or
Oh,
twice a day,
I'm
once in the morning, once at night. I'm
3
fine with
times
that.
a day, morning, lunch,
Why?
dinner.
I
Because
find
I'm
if you
nervous.
don't pay attention to it, it goes away.
Yeah.
Don't tell them about the giant tomahawk steaks either.
Yeah. Maybe not.
We didn't eat the whole tomahawk steak,
That's true.
and it was cooked. We didn't eat it all, and it was cooked. It was a nice lean steak.
Yeah.
It was cooked on the grill.
Just saying we don't need to mention that. We'll go there.
Listen, I ate it and still lost 9 pounds. So.
My cardiologist literally, she told me to stop taking my blood pressure so much because the
Freaking you out?
stress of that was raising my blood pressure because I was taking it a couple times a day.
So I talked to my doctor. I'm not sure if I talked about this on the air or not, but when I after the lifeguard imaging scan, I went to the cardiologist and they did a heart cath where they went in and saw if there's any blockage, and I had a little blockage. And my doctor said, I worry because you had a little blockage, and I go, oh, that was like a month ago. What could have happened between then and now? And he goes, it's not that. people think that it slow builds over time, and that's how I get. He goes, the blockage could come from extreme stress. Boom. That's you.
Yeah.
I go, because my mom passed away, and he was like, how is that affecting you? I go, I'm good. And he's like, you sure? Because that kind of stress. I go, no. I look, it sucks, obviously, but I'm not that kind of stressful guy like that. It doesn't, those things roll off my back. So
I did not know that.
yeah,
I'm looking at my actual stuff right here. My HDL cholesterol is 38, which is low. They say under 40.
Right.
My triglycerides are 83, which is normal. It should be under 150. My LDL cholesterol is at 93, which should be below 100, which is good.
Show off.
Yeah, I got stuff going on, man.
Must be nice.
I have it happening.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for
I'm
you.
working. I'm
Gio,
working
let's
at
start,
it.
Let's start running together.
Yeah, I'm in.
You guys
To
can
the
chase
stop
me.
sign?
We'll run to the stop sign and back every day.
I'm in.
So the news site, the SF Gate just did a big write-up on a long-standing rumor about Disney parks. They say that people are so desperate to keep their spot in line at certain rides that sometimes they defecate right there on the ground.
Oh,
No,
come on.
no.
According to the article, it's true, and it happens way more than you think.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude, have you ever
Like, are we
seen...
talking about little kids?
No, well, I'm sure little kids factor into it, but there's other people as well. Have you seen how many videos there are of people just walking into like convenience stores and grocery stores and just shaking out a leg?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, it's wild. Or just in a grocery store and they look around and then they bend down and go and then just real quick get up and then somebody else comes through and
Listen,
slips on it. Yeah.
As a public pooper, I will tell you the grocery stores provide a very nice, accommodating bathroom for you to go poop in. I have been drinking so much water that I'm constantly peeing. So I have peed outside plenty of times. I mean, like I'll have to get out of my car. I've used construction porta potties before. When I gotta go, I gotta go.
Yeah.
So, but I'm never going in line. No ride's worth it.
No.
I have a question about the construction porta potties. This may be dumb, but I'm going to ask anyways. It's not
I'm
illegal.
Sure, it's dumb.
But it's not illegal to use those, right? Is that trespassing?
So probably, I don't think it's illegal, and I don't think if you're just urinating in it or something like that, anybody's going to bother
Okay.
you. But I think that if you went in there and destroyed it, you'd be trespassing and
Okay.
criminal activity. But I they don't want you on their site. But if it's on the corner and you use it, I don't think anybody's going to care.
I've always wondered.
And you're like, hey, I had
Well,
to
they're
go.
renting it.
Well, because there have been times where Gasparilla is not the right example, but there have been times where there'll be something like that happening, and I'll have to go to the bathroom and I'll see one, and I just don't even mess with it because
listen, I've been driving through South Tampa, and I had to go really bad, and I saw one at a construction, like their new house construction, and I don't want to go in there because God knows what's in there when you get in, but I had to go really bad, and I don't want to pee in somebody's neighborhood. So I got out and jumped in the porta potty and came out. Nobody cared. Nobody said anything. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not doing anything bad. I'm just doing what everybody else is doing.
I just go, and if there's people there, whatever, I go, hey, Gary, want your lunch order? Give me a second. I'm going to use the restroom, and then I come out, and I go, did you guys want? And then I just run back to my car.
It's always good to get somebody's attention. I'm going to have some 4x4s delivered at 3. I'll be right out here in a second.
You guys using rebar over there? All right. So here are some deaths that aren't going to affect the death pool, but you should probably know about some pop culture. Martial arts coordinator Pat E. Johnson has passed away. He was responsible for teaching Ralph Macchio the crane kick. Whoa. Karate Kid. He also played the referee in all the movies.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That guy is pronounced Miyagi-Do.
Miyagi-Do. Miyagi-Do karate. How about that, folks? He's in a fight. Isn't that what it's all about? I love that. That is one of my favorite things. Mikkel Maglieri, who is the owner of the Sunset
Mikkel and
Strip
Holly.
music landmarks, the Whiskey A Go-Go and the Rainbow Bar and Grill, passed away on Sunday.
You know what? He was relatively young, too, but
70-something. He was the son of the original owner.
probably filled with cocaine.
Yeah.
Oh, I imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah. And then former child actor Evan Ellingson, who played on, he was on CSI.
I don't know. I looked him up, and I never even
I didn't
saw
recognize
anything
him
of that.
either. He was only 35 years old. He passed away. He was found dead in California on Sunday. The cause of death is still pending, but his father told TMZ his son was found at a sober living home where he had been staying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so sad for him. Only 35 years old. Yeah, I
That's
didn't know.
unfortunate.
I didn't know who he was. I didn't watch CSI, but
No, but that's sad.
Well, there isn't anything else.
I'm not sad.
We were doing our government and putting it together. Well, People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive will be announced tonight.
Ooh.
In previous years, there have been 4 two-time winners, which was who? Who do you
Ryan
think?
Reynolds.
No.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is one of them.
Tom Cruise.
No.
George Clooney.
George Clooney's number 2.
Four
4
two-time winners.
two-time winners.
Richard Gere.
Richard Gere.
Matthew McConaughey.
When you said Richard Gere, I thought Richard Dreyfuss because we were saying that. Who was the other one you said?
Matthew McConaughey.
McConaughey, no.
Do we say Brad Pitt yet?
Yes, we did say
Hugh
Brad Pitt.
Jackman.
No.
Oh, Maximus.
No.
Russell Crowe.
Denzel Washington.
No. Think poop in bed.
Oh, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Yeah. And Kate Upton is the only winner of the sexiest woman alive to date.
Oh.
She's all right.
Yeah, she's all right. A little boxy.
She's all right.
Wait a second. So who's going to be the sexiest man alive?
Sexiest man alive for
2023.
2023.
Joe Biden.
Ryan Gosling.
Gosling. Yeah.
Ken.
Yeah.
That's
Barbie.
good. That's pretty good.
He's great.
It's pretty good.
That Fall Guy trailer. The movie looks dumb as hell, but he's great.
Have
That
you?
Fall Guy trailer, I think they made it for you.
Yeah.
They put the remix
Sure.
of the Bon Jovi in there.
Yeah.
They have Colt Seavers. I mean, it's everything.
He's driving the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does a movie with Russell Crowe, Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. It's one of my favorite.
The other guy.
sleeper
Or no,
movies.
not the other guy.
I think it is the other guy or the nice guys.
Nice guys, yeah.
He's hilarious
Yeah.
in that movie. Yeah, Joe's got the shirt. Yeah, I love that movie.
Well, Ryan Gosling, Leonardo DiCaprio,
Oh yeah.
because he's got that movie out too. But I don't think he'll play along.
No, he's too cool.
Leonardo's really starting to get a puffy face.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, keep drinking.
He could be, on a steroid like some people here that are going to get puffy soon when they get off of it.
Oh, you're gonna get like
Yeah.
Jerry Lewis.
It's
Dane
going to be
Cook.
bad. Dane Cook.
You're
don't say
facing a
that.
Dane
you're
Cook
gonna get
face.
Dane Cook face.
I am.
I
Like
thought you
me.
got puffy when you're on the steroid.
No, you get puffy when you get off.
I thought you got
awesome.
puffy when you're on it. Like
Not according
Jerry
to my
Lewis.
doctor.
It was on the same thing, and that's what happened to Jerry
this
Lewis.
got stat prednisone.
Yeah, but the thing is the prednisone is helping me not be swelled up because of my allergic reaction. So
Oh, puffy face Spanish is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, like I don't know if you can tell, but like my chin is swollen, and I know you can't tell because my left ear is swollen.
I cannot see
Yeah,
anything beyond your dumb hair.
Yeah.
I like Gosling. It's hard to think because Gosling's probably going to be the guy.
Yeah.
Who else has been popular this year?
Pete
What other
Davidson.
movies came out?
If Pete Davidson is the sexiest man,
Would you be that surprised?
Well, yes, because yes.
Uh-huh. Bradley Cooper because of Guardians of the Galaxy. That's
Something for Spanish to look
Oh my
forward
God,
to.
100%.
that's-
It's not
You
gonna
got
be
to
good.
sing that song that he
no.
sings at the end of
It's
each
gonna
of
be
the telethons.
Dancing with the Stars, they're no dummies. They're doing a Taylor Swift night on Tuesday,
Ooh.
November 21st.
Ooh, during the break, I have an idea. Reminder.
Okay. Variety unveiled its annual Hitmakers honoree. Apparently, this is a thing. So they do it every year. They crowned who as the Hitmaker of 2023, and then it has other awards on here too. 2023 Hitmaker of the Year is
Taylor Swift.
no,
Morgan Wallen.
no,
2023 Hitmaker of the
No.
year.
no,
Is Barbra
We're not gonna
Streisand.
get it.
No.
Can
no.
you give us the genre?
No, I don't even know. I don't even know.
Oh.
Let me look up and see. I mean, I've heard the name,
Diane Warren.
but I'm telling you right now, I don't even know if it's a person or a group or what. So I'm going to look it up for you and let you know what's going on.
Hitmaker.
Oh, okay. It is a female singer-songwriter who's very beautiful. I had no idea.
Oh, that's pronounced Shakira.
No, but you do have to pronounce it. You do
Dua
have to.
Lipa?
No.
Dua Lipa, love.
Doja Cat.
SZA.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh, old man.
Oh, my.
Easy,
listen.
boomer.
Listen, I've heard the name before, but I didn't know whether it was a group or anything.
She was just here and sold out.
Oh, yeah. My wife
It
went.
was insane.
I believe that she's popular. For $100 million, I could not name a song or do anything. I didn't even
Yeah.
know it was a person.
But she's fine.
She's very beautiful.
Yeah.
She's got the I Killed My Boyfriend song.
Yeah.
My kids love
I
it.
just
Yeah.
killed my ex.
Did that get popular on TikTok?
I don't
what
know.
that
My
is.
daughters love that. They were begging me to take them to the concert, and it was like $350 tickets.
Dude, my wife went. It was very expensive.
Yeah.
It was very expensive. I like SZA, but I like Doja Cat better.
Yeah, Doja Cat's. I mean, they're all.
But she
pretty
hasn't
hot.
really put anything out this year.
Who?
That's
Doja?
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
This song got one. Have you heard this? But I'm going to tell you, I think this is the only one that I know.
Just
I thought she had one song.
I'm so mature. I'm so mature. I'm so mature. Got me a therapist to tell me there's other men I don't want.
I don't know if she cares this or not.
I've never heard this in my life.
All right, hold on. Let me get the chorus. You are losing your spot as a hip hop king of Tampa.
Is that hip hop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, kind of.
Not in
Well-
the traditional sense.
Congratulations to SZA. She is Variety's hit maker of 2023. What about Storyteller of the Year?
Oh, that
Taylor
is
Swift.
That's Taylor Swift.
No.
no.
Storyteller?
Yeah.
Oh,
Would it,
Morgan Wallen.
Younger and not as white.
Little Nas X.
No. Is it Little Nas X or is it just
Lil Nas X.
Oh, well, I like to add a couple T's.
No, with Travis Scott. No,
Younger than Taylor Swift.
no. What's his name? The one that my wife loves. The
It's not.
rapper.
Little
It's a
Uzi-
female.
Uzi Vert.
It's a female, younger than
Storyteller.
Taylor Swift, not as white as Taylor Swift.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes.
Knew it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Olivia Rodrigo is the next Taylor Swift. She's super talented, and
Except for she steals everybody's stuff.
Well, I don't
Like
look,
she uses well, she doesn't steal it, but she uses their beats and she uses their cadences. Like she owes almost like she had to pay Paramore, she had to pay Taylor Swift.
I mean,
Oh,
she really
yeah.
a Paramore song.
Is she doing it without their permission and then gets caught and has to pay him, or is
It's
she
not.
like?
She's just stealing. She's not like. Let me play it for
She
you.
does
Galvin.
sound like Haley Williams.
Well, no, but she like steals her cadence and stuff like that, but she's using it legally, but then she gets mad when they ask her to pay for it.
What is the one that she stole from Paramore? Do you
Well,
know?
if she's using it legally, she would have to pay for it.
I
Right.
No, because it's not. It's like one of those where you go, that's not my music. You know, that's our song. And
The-
she's like, no, it's not. The beats are, but it's the
Yeah,
same.
talk to
music.
Vanilla
It's the
Ice.
driving.
the one
or
song
license.
sounded like Paramore, like the way, like the style, everything about it.
Not yeah, that's the one I'm trying to think of. The Misery song.
yeah, I don't
but
know
what
what it
is the
is.
name of the Olivia Rodrigo song?
But a lot of people thought that was Paramore.
no, Driver's License is the really slow one.
Good for you.
Yes.
Yeah, good for you.
Me the world. Good for you. I guess that you've been working on yourself. Well, good for you. You look happy and healthy.
Yeah.
Nothing if you ever cared to ask. Good for you. You're doing great out there without me, baby. God, I wish that I could do that.
That's totally this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Good-
so I
good
mean that's
thing
where
with
she's
the
getting it.
Group of the year, which doesn't sound like a group.
Oh, I was gonna say the Jonas Brothers.
I was gonna say BTS.
Boy Genius.
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, boomer. Producer of the year. Nobody's gonna get Metro Boomin. Soundtrack of the year.
I know Metro Boomin.
Do you
I
really?
do know
Yes,
Metro
because of my
Boomin.
son. Yeah.
I know
Oh.
Lil Metro Boomin.
I know
That's-
Metro Boomin Vert.
He does a
Sound.
lot of stuff with Big Sean, and then he started doing stuff with
Okay.
Megan Thee Stallion this year.
The Stallion. Soundtrack of the year. Mark Ronson.
By the way, you're back now as Hip Hop King. of
Yeah, I
Tampa.
know. Film song of the year is Billie Eilish and her brother, who does not get enough credit, Phineas. Finally, they're saying his name in with her for What Was I Made For. I got to tell you, she did such a great Bond.
She really
theme.
did, dude.
That was really good, really good. And then Changemaker of the year is Maureen Morris.
Marin Morris.
Marin Morris?
Yeah.
What does it even mean?
Is that a-
Changemaker.
Is that a country artist or what is she?
I don't know. I just
Folk?
know the name.
Yeah, I don't know. They just give these weird
What
titles.
is, I don't even know what this is. What is this?
It is Variety. For Variety, they had their annual Hitmakers honoree.
Got it. Okay.
That's
Talk
my
about it for
fault.
10 minutes.
Me and Joe threw it off.
Guessing people.
That's what I wanted to do is, say a bunch of names that nobody
Yeah,
knew.
I didn't even know what it was.
All right.
So we talked about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and how Rage Against the Machine, Tom Morello was the only one that showed up, and we were like, what are these guys doing? That's Raging Against the Machine. Well, they were Raging Against the Machine at other places. Zach De La Rocha, the singer, skipped the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony
So we go to a Free Palestine rally.
to attend a pro
No.
Palestine rally. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
totally Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah. That's it.
But they're raging right into the machine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's wild.
I don't understand.
I'm not surprised.
Free Palestine rally. I don't know.
Pro Palestine.
Yeah.
And then finally in news, there is a thread online where people are talking about outdated technology that they're still using and they're still perfectly happy with. Pointing to my right now.
I wish I could see you.
I could feel your look.
on that technology.
So here are a few of the best ones, responses. Any guesses on any of this stuff? Something
BlackBerry.
Outdated technology you're
Cell
still
phone.
using that you're happy with. A BlackBerry? Can you still use a BlackBerry?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, that's not it. Think less.
Okay.
I mean,
Gotcha.
that's still tech.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I'll give you a few of the different ones. Let's see. Paper maps.
No.
No way.
Stop at the rest stop. Get the paper map.
I see
Do
what
that.
you're saying.
A radio.
What do we do? What is this?
Hi. Would you like to listen to the show, or do
I
you
got a
want
lot
to
of things
just?
going on
Yeah,
right now.
exactly. Well, then don't interrupt whenever you don't know. It is online thread where people are talking about outdated technology they're still using that
Like-
they're happy
like
with.
like home phones, but no, I mean
Yeah,
like,
that's
some
outdated,
people,
but yeah, like
Yeah.
some people still have a home phone.
But
I
you
said
enjoy
BlackBerry.
using it. Yeah.
the weatherman.
Let's see, a motorless lawnmower, one of those push mowers that just has the blade.
Oh yeah.
I like those.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool if you can.
Yeah.
That seems like a little.
Got a little bit of property.
Yeah.
They were really hard to push. I remember.
Yeah.
when I was when I
That's the
was a
thing. It
kid.
can't be easy.
I have one. They're very hard to push.
The most important thing with those are the wheels that you have on it.
Yeah.
You
They're
can't have
so
little
hard.
baby wheels.
They're so hard to push that Joe's just like, I'd rather not have grass.
Yeah.
A hand crank can opener. I think everybody still. I mean,
have one.
You have the electric one, whatever.
in my
I just-
bug-out bag.
I use the one just it's so much easier
Yeah.
because I've
Yeah.
had so many different electric ones, and you go, you do it, and it cuts it, and it's sharp on the one side, and you're like, I'm just gonna.
Have you-
I use my hand crank one.
Yeah.
Have you tried using the hand crank one the way you're supposed to use
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
On top?
Yeah.
It's harder.
Yeah.
I disagree. I find it to be much easier. The only thing that I will say is I've cut myself more doing it that way, Carmen.
Yeah.
What is
So it's
the what
harder.
is the different way that you're supposed
So
to do?
instead of where you put it on the lip,
On the
where
side.
you put it on the side and it cuts the whole top off,
put it on
as
the
opposed
top.
to you
Oh, I
having
see
like
what you're
that
saying.
weird
Turn
lip.
it like
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. You get the top off. That's all you need.
If you're like, it's perfect for if you want to make frozen drinks. If you do it that way, because you could just squeeze it and it comes right out, as opposed to having that weird lip that sometimes it could cut.
Yeah,
on.
I get you.
Yeah.
A lot of people mentioned previous video game systems.
Nintendo 64.
Yeah, like my son loves every once in a while he'll throw his Dream Quest. He has that.
Wow.
I set my Nintendo 64. I play it when I go home for Christmas.
But also, they have new things. My son was showing me the other day. They have some retro like bit
yeah.
Mario
8-bit
thing.
game.
Yeah.
But the thing is I'm like Carmen with HDTV. Once I played PlayStation 5, I can't see anything
Yeah.
else.
I
Yeah.
don't disagree, but it is that just the nostalgia of sitting in front of your old system and playing those games. I just like it.
I like the old Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Fortnite's back.
Yeah, you saw. Did you play?
I downloaded it because just on the sheer chance I might be able to shoot Mike Evans.
Yeah.
That's all I'm playing for.
Wait.
And it's all back to how it used to be. So none of the new weird stuff that
I
they
told
got.
my son, I said, if they re-release Pitfall, I'll crush you in it.
Dude,
So
I
good.
miss Pitfall.
Three alligators at once. Yeah.
So this is a thread online. People talking about outdated tech they're still using and are happy with it. Physical media like DVDs, CDs, video games, books, that type of stuff. Yeah.
Is a watch on the list?
Watches are on the list.
Yeah.
Watches that just tell the time, though. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So it's not an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
It doesn't have everything else.
I-
and stuff.
I'm gonna tell you
maybe
right
the
now.
date too.
A
Yeah.
watch is an accessory.
I love them.
It's a design accessory,
Yeah.
not to tell the time.
Do you know how many of my watches that I rarely wear a watch? The only time I wear a watch is if I dress up a little bit and go in. So it is just
'Cause
complete.
it's a bracelet. Yeah.
And you know what it doesn't do? Doesn't tell time.
Right. Right.
None of them were. The battery ran out. I'm like, it's just for looks.
You used
wanna
to
know
have
what
that-
time it is? Here, right here on my phone.
You used to have that watch where your little secret cocaine compartment.
Yeah.
Good one.
Not really. He didn't do cocaine. I'm just saying he had it had a little.
I had it for girls.
thing that opened up.
Yeah. Pocket watches, I think, are even better, even older, but still better than.
So I
timepieces.
have a couple of pocket
Me too.
watches, but I've never worn one ever. But if you wear a vest and a pocket watch, you look good.
I used to wear a pocket watch all the time until I got made fun of relentlessly, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to retire the pocket watch in
Yeah, there's
college.
plenty of other things to make fun of you for.
Yeah, big deal.
A calculator with buttons and a screen. That's it. Can't do all the other stuff or anything like that. We said watches. And then this one that I use all the time. Notepad and a pen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
I mean-
Love
But
notepad.
it's different for us because you know what I
I've
mean.
moved into the digital notebook.
How is that, by the way?
It's great.
Yeah?
Yeah,
you don't have
want
any
one?
problems with it?
No.
I mean, I actually was looking into getting one.
As
So-
soon as you have no pustules, I'll give it to
What
you.
does that do? Obviously, you can write on there and then erase it and do that stuff. But can you send it to like yourself as an
I
email?
could send it. I could also
Okay.
incorporate like Google Notes in there. I could do
Drawings?
drawings, whatever I want. There's different templates you can use.
I will tell you that I use my notes in my phone constantly.
That's what I
So
do.
do I. But I
mean-
usually just do that, and then I transfer it onto this thing
I
in the
mean,
morning.
look at that. That's
Yep.
all notes. That's all important stuff.
Listen to me.
Kill
Don't
Spanish.
ever look at my notes. Because I got all my stand-up comedy jokes now. I don't want none of you stealing my
sorry,
material.
sorry. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I
I
was
text myself because I don't I always forget where I put my note app. You know what I mean? Because I have them like grouped together.
Yeah.
So I just added myself to my like top people of who I text, and I just text myself. Important stuff.
I love you.
When I found out that I could copy websites and put them in my notes,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, that was a game changer. Oh yeah, yeah, it was wild.
I'd like to
man.
watch you text yourself.
Yeah, dude.
Wait.
That is it for news.
That's it?
That's
it's
it.
only 10 to 9.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. When we come back from break, Dominic Ferriello will be here. He'll be taking your legal calls. I recommend you get on hold and stay on hold right now, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Get on hold right now. Dom will be in at the top of the hour. Before we go to break, I want to tell you about Jeff Borum and the team at teamborum.com. If you've ever wondered what your home is worth, whether you're thinking about selling it or you just want to see what your neighbors are doing, see where you rank among the neighborhood, if maybe in the future you want to sell it, or if you're wondering if when you retire what it's going to be worth, go to teamborum.com, and for free right now you can get an accurate account of what your home is actually worth. There's a big orange banner at the top. You put your address in there, you click on it, and it'll give you a value of your home right there, like an average price and a really high price and a low price. You could tell the way the market's going. And also, I don't know the way the market's going. I mean, you can hear it on the news and all that, but the best thing is to go to an expert. And that's why if you are thinking about selling your home, go to teamborum.com and let Jeff and his team do it for you, because you don't really know what all the details are with the market. You don't know if it's up, down, the interest rates are going. You don't know if people are buying, if they're waiting. He does, and his team does. They take all the stress out of buying a home. If you're looking for your dream home, looking for your next home, maybe you just want to expand and get a bigger home. That's what I had to do. Once my daughter started getting a bunch of crap in the house, we had too much stuff everywhere and we needed a bigger house. So you simply go to teamborum.com, tell them, look, we got a big family, it's growing, we want a bigger house, let them find it for you, do all the paperwork. You won't go in there, drop some signatures down, boom, you're in your dream home. Team Borum, Borham. Make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. We take a break, we come back, Ask the Dom up next on 102.5 The Bone.
It's the Mike Calta Show.
What it is, ho, what's up? Every good girl needs a little thug.
It's 9:06 on the Mike Calta Show.
Is this SZA?
This is not SZA.
Who is this?
This is Doechii, who's from here, I believe.
Doechii Cat?
No, that's Doja Cat. And Doja Cat does have new music. Didn't we just said she didn't, but Paint the Town Red's new, isn't it? Whatever.
Newer.
Spanish. Does SZA have any naked pictures on Reddit?
I already looked during the break. I couldn't find any.
I thought she was 16.
SZA?
Oh, stop.
No.
Hold on. Let me shut this down.
Wait.
I thought. I don't know.
Speaking of people like naked 16-year-olds, is Dom in yet?
Whoa.
Yes, he
Oh,
is.
I'm kidding, obviously.
He's here.
Oh, take it easy.
SZA's 33.
Naked 33-year-olds is what I meant.
that's
Dom, how are you, buddy?
I'm great. Good morning, guys.
How's it going?
Fantastic. Just another fine week in Tampa, Florida. Always up to fun stuff. We've got staffing this morning after the show for Veterans Treatment Court, and then we've got Veterans Show tomorrow night with Judge Shanti
Yep.
in studio, and we've got some mentors for the program. Colonel Reyes will be calling in remotely. I think he's at a conference out of state, but I'm always looking forward to our annual Veterans Day show. Of course, Veterans Day is this weekend. It's Saturday, but they're observing it on Friday.
Yeah, you guys do a great job for the veterans around the holiday, and I think that the people that come out there and they do the haircuts and everything, and they do the veterans court and all that stuff is so great, because so many people are held back by one or two little things, and if you can clear that up, boy, people sleep a lot better at night.
Yeah, we had a great time. That was the Veterans Outreach Program on Friday, where I was actually at the VA, James Haley in Hillsborough County. We about 35 veterans or so, and there was about 2 that we couldn't resolve there on Friday that I'm going to be representing pro bono on some other ancillary matters that a little more.
How bad was it that you couldn't solve it there, like murders?
No. One's a felony pending matter in Hillsborough and in another county. The other one was basically a DMV issue that was somewhat hyper technical. That I've got to contact the supervisor at the DMV, and they didn't have a supervisor there on Friday. So I mean, it's nothing we can't resolve. It's just going to take more than Friday morning.
Can I put out a plug for lawyers real quick, especially our friend Dominic Ferriello, which you could always find at AskTheDom.com. I found out the hard way that an accident in this state, now we know it's no fault state, right?
Yes.
Everybody's supposed to have their own insurance and their insurance take it. It's so unfair in this state that if you get in a car accident or get hit by another car and it's not your fault at all, my insurance is unpayable. If I didn't have this job, there'd be no way I could afford my insurance because a woman hit me in my car, a lunatic woman that almost got taken to jail because she was so nuts. Hits me as I'm going to Prime Butcher, smashes me in the side, hurts my Stingray Chevrolet car, and now my insurance is going up so high that the average person wouldn't be able to afford it. It's ridiculous.
Well, when did this happen?
Well, the accident happened last year. It was probably coming up on a year. And then prior to that, Joey was an fender bender. That car is in my name. So I've got two of those, even though only one of them I was driving, and I was hit by somebody else. So my wife went to renew the insurance the other day, and she's like, I can't pull the trigger. It's so high. And, obviously I got a teen driver in here too, but none of that accident stuff was my fault. And yet I'm getting crushed on it. Now, the reason why I'm saying this with Dom here is because I would never go into any of these situations without consulting a lawyer. I would never do a court case. I would never do a ticket. I would never do any of this stuff without going to you first, because had I not, it would have been even worse than it is now. I just wanted to
there was no personal injury claim on those. I remember those.
Yes.
I'm just making sure you're not talking about something that happened.
No, thank
recently.
God there's nothing recently. Yeah, no personal injury claim. I didn't claim anything. Lunatic fat bitch who hit me didn't claim anything. It was just the damage to the vehicle. And now my insurance is so crazy. And I'm not really just complaining about it. I'm complaining saying I don't know how the average mother who has two kids is going to be able, who makes, $40,000 a year, is going to be able to take care of that.
Well, why don't you
it's
have
priced out.
Amanda call me? I don't remember who your insurance carrier is off the top of my head, but my insurance carrier is State Farm, and I've talked about that all the time. And I had my agent from State Farm on the show a few months back, and we did an insurance show, and it was fantastic. Joseph Lito is his name, and he's with State Farm Insurance. He came on the show, and he talked about the coverage that I have, why I have the coverage, what does the coverage mean. Folks called in, he answered questions. It was fantastic. It was an interactive show. And I tell people, look, this is what I do. This is what I buy. This is why I do it. Ask them questions. And then they can, listeners can do whatever they want, but at least say, okay, well, Dom has his guys or girls, depending on what area of law it is, or what area of insurance in this example. And then they can make an educated decision. So why don't you just have Amanda call me and price quote I don't think you have State Farm.
I think we do have State Farm, or at least we did, but we did shop it around everywhere and got hammered. But I'll have her call you so we don't bore all the listeners.
And I'll give her Joe's cell phone, and she just calls him and just says, "Hey, it's Amanda, and this is what we need."
Yeah, it's crazy, and I'm sure that a lot of people are listening to me right now, going, "I know, I'm in the same boat as you are." So, all right, without further ado, let's get to questions for Dom. If you want to talk to Dominic Ferriello and you have a legal question, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Let's go to our first call this morning. This is Ernie. Ernie, good morning. You're on the air with Ask the Dom. What do you got?
Good morning. I just wanted to basically thank Dominic Ferriello and piggyback on what you were saying. I'm a veteran, and Dominic is my current attorney working on something, and he is fantastic. I'm reaching out to other veterans that if they're afraid to reach out to Dominic, he's easy. I was in a position where I basically had to, open a Cash App just to get help. And, when Dominic, he's on it so quickly, and doing his staff is so wonderful, I just wanted to call and say thank you, Dominic, really.
Well, you're very welcome. Thank you for your service. And I say this all the time. I like to serve those that have served us. So I God bless you, and I really appreciate you. And happy Veterans Day coming up.
Thank you so much, Dominic. You have a great day.
All right, Dom, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't usually let ass kissing going on that long, but I think it is important for him to get the word out to other vets that there's help out there for people. So,
well, and we also have tomorrow, like I mentioned, Judge Shante will be in studio, and we do this every year. We have a veterans hotline. There's crisis numbers. There's a lot of different resources that veterans may not be aware that there's housing help. There's a variety of different things that the local governments, the courts, the community provide to veterans. They may not know. So it's one of my favorite shows of the year is tomorrow nights. And so
I also like to give out Spanish's phone number in case they can't get through to anybody else. They can just call him.
Yeah, I text Spanish's cell phone out religiously.
Thank you, guys.
It's important.
It's almost as if he's a member of the church. It's that religious.
Joe, good morning. You're on Acid Dom. What do you got, Joe?
Hey, Dom, I'm a veteran, and a lot of veterans, it's hard to believe, but they don't understand, like, sometimes the length it takes and the time it occurs from the time you start trying to get your 100% to the time you get it. Can you explain that a little bit for some of the guys out there?
And you're talking about the 100% for disability?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, what happens a lot of times is when they're assessed, sometimes it's bifurcated. So I represent a lot of veterans that they might have, for example, 70% disability, maybe because of a PTSD. And then they might have a 90% total. So then you got another 20% in there for some service-related injury that's more of a physical in nature, in essence. So there's a lot of times where you might have 50-50. You might have 25-10. It all depends on the veteran and the assessment. And then, of course, that can be reassessed. So it's a great question, and it's really hard to pinpoint because it depends on the veteran, it depends on what happened to them, it depends on their treatment, and it depends on the process. But really, who helps me is Jim Wardell. Jim has his practice predominantly is for veterans that need assistance with disability and VA benefits, because that's a hyper-technical area in law, and Jim is fantastic. So, of course, if you need his information, you can email me. Jim Wardell, again, is his name, attorney.
There you go.
That's great information. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day.
All right, there you go. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Carmen's grabbing the phone lines. Just be patient. Dom, I do want to point out a great use of bifurcate. What a fantastic word that is.
Oh, yeah.
And there are certain words. I remember where I was when I heard the word bifurcate for the first time. It was the great Jack Harris who said, much like Tampa and St. Pete, Minneapolis and St. Paul are bifurcated cities. And I went, I gotta Google. I can't believe I've never heard it, but I didn't hear it and use it and know exactly what it meant and all that. One day it'll come up in Jeopardy, and I'll be there to answer it correctly. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm happy to help. Every now and then I'll spit something out in vernacular that's exciting.
Oh, now you bust out of vernacular too.
It's not often. It's not often.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning. You're on with Ask Dom. What do you got?
Hello.
Yes, sir. That is you. You're on with Ask Dom.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Frank. I'm 61 years old, and I'm paying for child support in the state of Wisconsin for the last 40 years. I've been injured a few times, and my interest built up. The child support got paid off, but I'm paying interest now, and they're taking it out of my Social Security because I'm disabled.
Oh, you got garnish sheet.
Yeah. So were you behind in making payments over these years in the state of Wisconsin?
Yeah, I was behind all these years, and I got injured. I had a couple of car accidents that I was laid up. I got hit by my bicycle by a car. I got laid up. I got bit by a spider. I got MRSA. And,
okay.
I had an aneurysm. Just a lot.
Well, you got bit by a spider and no webs or nothing. You're not able to stick to walls afterwards.
I tried. It didn't work.
Yeah, I got you.
Full disclosure, just so I love the state of Wisconsin, but I'm not licensed there. So if you're,
right.
I'm only a Florida-based attorney. But what you need to contact a family law attorney. I would recommend one in the county or jurisdiction that you are ordered to pay the child support, and you need to retain the services of a lawyer in that state in the area of family law to deal with the substantial change in circumstances, what it's called here, to see if you can address or modify or reduce or negotiate that amount down.
I did call the state of Wisconsin. I talked to the clerk of courts up there, and they have something called a forgiveness thing if they call the ex-wife.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. What I would do is I would call an attorney. Don't call the clerk. Don't call. So you're not going to have the clerk call the ex-wife. That's a recipe for disaster. You need to call a lawyer that knows what the hell's going on in Wisconsin. Okay.
What do you do for what do you do for a living, sir?
I'm a chef at an Italian restaurant. I've been at the same place for 14 years, and I had to go part-time.
At first, I thought you said I'm a shepherd. I went, wow.
No.
Okay, so you're a chef for 14 years, and what happened? You got bit by a spider, and you couldn't work for a while?
In 2009, I got hit by a car on my bicycle. I got a double compound fracture. I was laid up for a while.
Did you sue that guy?
Yeah, I didn't get squat. I didn't get nothing.
Bad lawyer. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then I got a brain aneurysm. A couple of weeks after that, I was laid up for a few weeks, and it just started building up.
And you have no pay coming in at this time? Like you're just in the hospital now and you're not getting a salary?
I wasn't at the time. No, I am now. I'm working part-time. I'm collecting disability. They're grabbing money on my disability check. Thank God I have a good boss. But anyways, I got hit by a car again on my bicycle. I was laid up for a year. I had major damage on that one.
Man, I say one time their fault, two times your fault.
I've heard that more than once.
Yeah. All right. Well, I was just curious to make sure you're not a deadbeat. You seem like you're not a deadbeat.
No.
Some bad.
No, I've been paying and paying and paying. I wiped out in a grocery store. I don't want to say which one, and I slipped and fell in there.
Oh my God!
I got a big hunk of change from that. They intercepted that, and it's been a bunch of stuff.
All right,
but like I said, I'm working. They're garnishing my benefits.
Yeah.
So I'll just I will. I'll call the state of Wisconsin. Thank you.
All right,
not the state.
Yeah,
not the state.
It's a matter of days till he gets hit by a bus.
I say call a family law attorney. Don't call the state of Wisconsin.
He's useless. Good morning. You're on with Ask Dom. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hello.
My name is Donna.
What can we do for you, Donna?
I have an HOA problem. I know everybody that loves this subject.
Right.
My neighborhood changed management companies, and the new management company is sending me letters saying that I didn't pay my HOA dues. The first letter said I hadn't paid them since last January. So I sent bank statements and emailed them, and I have called and I have emailed more than once, and they seem to just be ignoring what I say, and they keep sending me letters of lien, and I'm just wondering what the recourse is for me as a single person.
Well, have you had an HOA meeting with the board and addressed it with them?
I called my president. He didn't answer. I called the treasurer. He didn't answer, but he called me back and said, I need to talk to the management company, which I explained to him I have done more than several times and sent emails more than once. And he said, well, we don't do anything about it. And I said, aren't you the treasurer? What do you do if you're not, you're the treasurer?
Yeah.
And he said, well, I just kind of look at the bills and make sure that they're paid. And he said, you have to talk to Annie, somebody or other. And I did. I called that person at the management company, and she did text me back and say, okay, well, I don't know, I can talk to you sometime. But nothing specific. They sent me an email.
But nothing's happened.
Go ahead.
Nothing's happened, right? They haven't filed a lien on your property.
No, but they're sending me letters of lien, and each time they do, they send me a total, and the total is now getting bigger, and it's it's like over $2,000. Yeah, because they keep adding stuff on saying, well, you're not paying, but I'm not going to pay something that I don't owe. Even if, like, between management companies, let's just say there was a lapse in a month or something, that's fine. I'll pay you the month if I owe you a month. but you can't take the other management company's word for it that I haven't paid since January. And I told them that, and they said, well, that's what they told us. So you're just going to take their word for it?
Well, I think what now has to happen, because they're sending you letters and increasing the amount that they're claiming that you owe, and at some point in time, it's just going to be okay. You're stuck in a wheel. You're just going around and around. I think what you probably need to do is have Christina, who's my lawyer, in a real estate HOA transaction, and you have Christina. You know, I don't know what this, probably a very small fee, or she might even do it as a courtesy, but you have her just send a letter from her law firm letterhead. Okay. She'll probably, I like to send things certified and then U.S. mail and then an email so they get things in triplicate. And it's to say, hey, look, here's my client. She's, sent in information. You guys have failed to communicate, which a lot of companies do. It's kind of like ignorant bliss. And then all of a sudden, months go by, and then you forget about it, and then all of a sudden there's a lien that pops up, on your property. I don't like that mechanism. So you might have to throw a couple bucks towards Christina, but it's probably going to be worth its weight in the long run. And she says, hey, cut it out. My client paid you. You're failing to communicate, and we're putting you on notice now legally. And then that's going to wake some folks up over there. It's kind of like analyze this with Christina. You want a fresh one? That's what she's going to do in the paper. It's I don't mean that that she's going to hit anybody, Michael, but I mean that's the idea in the letter. You want a fresh one, and then when they get if they get a little sideways, then she you want another, and then she'll come back at him with a second letter.
Well, I hope that helps, Logan.
Okay. It does. So how do I get a hold of Christina, though? Do I have to go to your website?
Email me. You can email me at my website, askthedom.com, or just call it the office. And
just shoot Dom an email. Shoot Dom an email, Dominic at askthedom.com, and remind him that we talked on the air today, and I'm sure he will take care of it for you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right,
I appreciate it.
Good luck.
And of course, Christina, she's the nicest lady in the world. So I mean, she's not going to go in there and give you a fresh one. But I meant that facetiously. So for folks listening,
we'll be the judge of that.
Dom's lawyer runs around slapping people. No, she doesn't do that.
Hi, you're on with Ask the Dom. Who's this? Hello.
This is Ron.
What's up, Ron? You're on with Ask the
Can
Dom.
you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, guys. Hey, Dom, I reached out to you initially and got a referral to a consumer protection lawyer. I think his name was Buddy or Bob or something like that, about a deal I've got going on a remodel I've done and a faulty product, and I can't get him to get back with me on it. And I've reached out to the person you referred me to a couple times, but I can't seem to get him to call me.
All right, hold on. I'm just gonna tell you. You email him as well, Dominic at askthedom.com. Lay it out in the email, and he'll take care of it for you. I want to try and squeeze one more legal call in here before we're done.
Go ahead.
Mike Calta show. Good morning. You're on Ask the Dom. Hello.
Hey, Dom. My name is Keith.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm a veteran from a long time ago, and I've got a question regarding that. I was given an other than honorable back in '88. Is there any way that I can get that changed now?
Can you email me the paperwork? And I just need to see the specifics. Do you have the DD-214 and all those documents?
I've got the DD-214, but I don't have my transcripts. Basically, what I did was I got involved with a woman, and I got grounded, so I was put on restriction. So I got bumped down from Lance Corporal because of what I did. And then when I got out of my punishment, they restricted me to base, and I was in Japan at the time. And I broke restriction. I went off the base, got caught, and then they NJP'd me.
Well,
I'm sorry?
Here's what I'd recommend. If you can email me at askthedom.com that information, and what I will do is I'm going to have the Master Sergeant's going to be in the show tomorrow. The Colonel's going to be calling in. I'll have the judge in studio who's actually a colonel as well, to to talk about different issues with veterans, but I would need more specific information if you can send it to me. Again, we won't put that. We're not going to disseminate the personal information in that form out on the air, but it needs to have the backstory. You've told me a little bit here this morning with Mike, but if you don't mind sending that to me, calling into the show, because I'm going to have probably all of the personnel in studio that might be able to assist you with that tomorrow for tomorrow night's show.
I will do that. So
there you go.
Hey, real quick, I got a question. So what were you banging one of the Japanese broads?
She was actually Filipino, and she was I didn't know it, but she was the wife of a guy that was on the USS Midway.
Ooh, so you got stuck in that. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, so I was young, dumb, and full of cum.
Well, you can't say that, sir, but thank you. I get it.
Got it.
Yeah, thank you, Carmen. Email Dom you. Leave the poetry to us. Jesus.
That's a good way to end the segment, Mike.
Hey, look, if you get in trouble because you beat up your sergeant or you did something, that's one thing. But this guy, come on, he had an affair. That's not that big of a deal. And then he was so tight after that pee that he escaped off the base to go knock it out. You know. Yeah, she must have been loving him a long time, I'll tell you that. Dom, thank you. If you didn't get through today, 813-251-5550, or you can always go to AskTheDom.com, where you can obviously email Dom, Dominic@AskTheDom.com, and he will return your emails and your calls. And if not something he handle, he'll refer you to the right person. Dom, thank you.
Absolutely. And a shout out to Pumpkins, who was in the United States Air Force. So happy
what?
Veterans
What?
Day. Yeah, my wife was a Air Force.
When?
That's not true.
She was.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I'll call her up.
I want to see pictures.
Stolen valor.
Stolen
Valor. I would have known this beforehand.
Call her up. She doesn't talk about it much. She wasn't in very long.
You're stealing valor and putting it on her.
Wait.
You're removing valor.
Opposite.
Now, my experience was even less than that. I only did 2 years Army ROTC in the over at University of Central Florida.
That I believe that you were in the
but
ROTC.
I didn't commit. I should have. That was one of. I've made 2 mistakes in my career. I've talked about this before.
One was coming on the show.
One was that's probably one of my biggest triumphs. No, I should have stayed in Army ROTC at UCF, and then I would have been commissioned as a second lieutenant. But when I was young and I had a million things going on and I wasn't focused, so I only did 2 years Army ROTC. I didn't contract is the term. I didn't.
Gotcha.
Contract. And then the other mistake that I did early in my career was I never actually was a state's attorney. I should have at least done a year, maybe 2 as a prosecutor. I came out. I was a certified legal intern for the Public Defender's Office in Broward County. So I always did defense work. So people say, well, what could you do differently? And I was like, I said, I should have stayed in the Army. The JAG program is what I wanted to do. And there was the military wanted me to do a separate area in the Army, and I didn't want to go there. So that was kind of the rub. And then the other one was I should have been a prosecutor. But nonetheless,
none of this proves that Pumpkins was in any armed services.
Pumpkins was in. It's the Air Force Base. It was in Texas. I can't think.
I don't
I want to see
know.
pictures.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone right now. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like you're lying.
I can't remember what the Air Force.
The only Air Force she's been in is Nordstrom's. That's the only one that she's ever been.
Well, it was a very short period of time, and but nonetheless, she was there.
She get kicked out for banging a Filipino?
Well, I mean, she didn't get kicked out for banging anybody, but she didn't serve an extent. You know, she wasn't in active duty or anything like that. But she did go and was in basic, and she did serve and all that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna need more.
But nonetheless, I give her credit because she committed longer than I did with the United States Army ROTC. I didn't stay with it, and that was a mistake that I did in college because I was, at the time, my mind wasn't in the right mindset. I was too young. I think I was too mature.
All right. Well, we're glad you're here.
Yeah. Well, and that's partly what I like to give back is I feel that I should have committed longer than I did. I feel that I should have served. And that's one of the things that motivates me now to serve those that did. It's kind of my way of saying thank you in a way I can, in my mind,
sure,
atone for being young and probably immature when I was in college.
I too have a great amount of respect for the people who served because I could never do that. I couldn't. I just thought about watching a war movie the other day that if I had to go out where there were bullets flying, I'd just cry. I'm just not built for it. I'm not. But I don't feel guilty because in a way I'm still a gift to people.
Absolutely.
So,
Like storming the beach whenever they were pulling.
Oh,
I'd be like,
no
turn
way.
around.
Yeah.
You see how many there's shooting and stuff's happening. Go the
Crying
other
over
way.
my dead friends. There's no
I
way.
watched Black Hawk Down again recently, and the part where it's nighttime and they're in the city and they can just hear all the footsteps coming, and there's just them in that building. I could do it.
I would like to be the guy on the top of a tank though that had that big shield and the big gun. I would do that.
I will tell you one memory I had as close to this scenario was when we all went paintballing. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And I'll never forget the look on Spanish's face. We were in one of the matches and I was into the zone. And I gave him some orders and commands, and he just froze up.
That
and
is
I
true.
Go, remember that
Yeah, I
Spanish? And I said, I told him all these things to do. He goes, but Mr. Ferrier, I says, you will do it or you will die.
I love that you guys just compared veterans military service to playing paintball.
I mean, if the shoe fits.
It was just a memory that popped in. I'm not making a comparison. I'm just bringing up a memory.
Shoe does not fit.
It's
Dom
not
said
a
that, not me. That was all Dom, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Dom, thank you. Appreciate you. And check out
Love you
the
guys.
show
Love
right
you
here
very
on this
much.
very radio station. Before we go to break, I want to remind everybody this Saturday our band Pitbull Toddler will be live at the Stockyard in Holiday on US 19. We're out there for Friendsgiving. We're giving away prizes to you and $1,000. And we will do a veteran celebration. I'll be buying some beers for veterans. I'll get you a Bud Light here and there. Let's see what's happening on Saturday. I think it's going to be. I think Calvin, just because I know personally I have a lot of people coming to the show that this thing's going to be insane.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of people texting me saying that they're coming.
Yeah, so it'll be good. And we haven't played in Holiday. We haven't played in a long time. We haven't played in Holiday in forever. So we're looking forward to being out there. And also we kick it off Friday morning with a liquid lunch out there at, don't tell me, Coco's Crush bar on Indian Rocks Beach.
Yes.
Pretty good. We got Coco's Crush bar in Indian Rocks Beach on Friday for liquid lunch. And then, of course, that night we got the pub crawl. All the details available at theboneonline.com. We must take a break. This is 102.5 The Bone. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Superheat and Air. Superheatandair.com. If you need to get a new unit for your home, for your job, for whatever you have, they got no interest, no payments for 18 months. You can get your unit installed today, but no interest, no payments for 18 months from superheatandair.com. And the best part about it, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, they're available to you. Like, say you're dumb and you come home and you turn your heat on and it turns your dirty coils getting hot and it smells like fire. And then the fire department has to come out, and then you send them home, and then you call Superheat and Air and go, I think I have a problem. I think I'm dumb. Or when you call them and you say, hey, I'd like to put those Wi-Fi thermostats in so that I can control my other house by the beach from my home, and I don't have to pay a ridiculous electric bill in two places. They do that. They do it all for you, and they do such a great job. They're great people. They listen to the show on top of being sponsors of it. So you know when you got somebody coming out into the house to help you out, they're one of us. So call Superheat and Air or go to their website, superheatandair.com, and know that they're there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if you need a new unit, you can get one right now with no interest and no payments for 18 months. It's superheatandair.com.
I was just watching on the news there. They have kids running in gym class and doing stuff. I saw a meme the other day. It said, 1985. Don't homeschool your kids. They're gonna wind up being all weird and stuff.
Right.
And then school 2023. They're dressing as cats and putting them in boxes.
I have breaking news.
Hold on. I think I need do I need the breaking news theme?
Yes.
All right, hold on.
I have breaking news.
Is this Death Pool news or other? No. All right.
Is this Mike Evans news?
No.
Good. Okay.
Breaking news. The Hard Rock Sports app is live.
Oh!
I just deposited money.
Yeah.
The out of service banner is gone. We are back
in business.
Gio already lost money.
Yep.
Hard rock, hard rock, hard rock, hard rock. Oh, this is great.
Like, it's legit. I just deposited my money.
Yeah, because remember the story I said they were going to be doing the opening, the actual thing on the 9th or the 10th.
Oh, okay.
That's what,
and they said it was going to be before. Yeah.
No, December. It was supposed to be December.
The 7th is today.
Yeah.
And they said they were going to do the app earlier. If
Yeah, they
could.
said probably this week. So, yeah.
Way to go,
The
Hard
banner
Rock.
is gone. It says, welcome back. I just deposited more money to make sure.
The official Yellowstone cancellation happened, even though we know the stuff when Costner went down and it canceled. But CBS has been rerunning the shows from the front. I haven't watched the first season of Yellowstone in forever. So I watched the other night. I'm on the Native American side.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I got to tell you, John Dutton's really greedy. Give them back some of their land.
Oh, this is so, I'm so happy. And I never win, and I'm happy. I don't understand why.
Oh, you know why. Gives your life purpose again.
Oh,
I'm betting
man.
a parlay tonight on hockey.
We're going into a huge college football weekend.
Oof.
NFL.
What is it, rival weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I just guessed that.
Yeah, Florida State playing Miami. A lot of
I
good
knew
stuff
that,
going
though.
on.
Colorado State.
Yes.
Did you go to Florida State, Gio?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
I'm so excited.
He visited.
Stolen Valor.
Yeah, it was on time.
Oh,
Okay.
it was on
I'm
time.
going to come an hour early tomorrow, Michael.
No, won't do that.
No?
You know the rules.
Okay.
I would love an extra 50 minutes of sleep.
6:45, no earlier. I mean 5:45,
Okay.
no earlier.
Okay.
The only one that's allowed to come early is Galvin because he knows the code. He can come in and just leave me alone.
But I 5:45 every day.
Every day, no,
Same
like
time.
clockwork. I come in here and I all of a sudden I hear a noise and I go, "That's Galvin." Sure enough, and then ding, I hear Gio on Starbucks. I know what's up.
Do you set your alarm every day, Galvin, before you go to bed?
Every day. And if I forget, I forget.
Oh man, we got a Christmas show happening on December 16th. It is us live. We will all be out there performing for you guys. There will be singing, there will be dancing, there will be comedy. Lynn Koplitz is headlining. Matt Fernandez is on there as well. We will be out there doing music. We will have special surprise guests. We might have heavenly bodies there. That's all I can say about that. We may have midgets there because it's pretty close to Christmas. You know what's up. All of that stuff is happening on December 16th. There's 2 shows, a naughty show and a nice show. As predicted, the naughty show selling great. Nice show, not so much because that's exactly what I said was going to happen. If you want your tickets, you go to theboneonline.com. You click on the link and you can buy them today. You got whole tables. It's like a fancy place, the Floridian Social Club. You could sit down at a table, or you could sit in a chair, or you could sit in the balcony in general admission, wherever you want. They got them. Tickets as low as $49. It's our last function that we're going to do of 2023 before we're off until the new year. So if you want to hang out with us, pub crawl the night before, Christmas party the next night. Check it out today. Tomorrow I'm going to send 2 people to our show on Saturday night in a limousine.
Oh.
I'll give you all those details tomorrow.
I like it. Is
the
it
after
me?
show? No, not you.
Oh.
The after show with my man Dizzle is up next. We'll see you guys. Bye.